end zone, trying to keep the play alive. Falling down, he throws to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown.
WBZFM at HD Boston. 98.5, the Sports Hub, a Beasley Media Group station. This is Star Market Celtics Today. Download the Star Market Deals and Delivery app today.
Jalen forces it up over six.
No!
He tied it! He did it! Jalen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum steps to his left, three in the air. Got it!
Big boys step up at the right time, man.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Your New England Ford dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, Comcast Business, Bosch Tools, and by Ticketmaster.
Pritchard shovel back to Porzingis. Having a trail three. Got it! Boston by 14. Kyrie forces one out. Blocked by Porzingis again. Pritchard, half court. It's in the air.
Go!
He got it! He did it again! Peyton Pritchard did it again!
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, VA New England, Town Fair Tire, Brex, FindMassMoney.gov, Corona, your New England Honda dealers, NetSuite by Oracle, Kia North Danvers, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Confetti guns shooting green and white confetti and making the most beautiful blizzard you have ever seen. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
At the center of the sports world again today, TD Garden with this afternoon another tall task for the reigning and defending world champions. They'll try and avoid their first three-game losing streak in 2 years, and to do it, they'll have to sweep the season series from Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Away we go, the latest in a series of huge national games as we hit the three-quarters pole of this title defense season. Thanks for sharing this Sunday with us. I'm Sean Grady. Cedric Maxwell, whose pride and joy are these early games, joins us shortly. Coming up on the fastest 30 minutes of the NBA, Shaw's and Star Market Celtics Today. The latest on Drew Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis, who were badly missed on Friday. Jalen Brown will play in this Sunday afternoon game and break down this rematch with the Nuggets. Celtics beat them in Denver, but that was without Jokic 2 months ago. The 2023 champs have now won 11 of 13. The resurgence of Russell Westbrook, one of the best stories of this NBA season. But can they survive the 10 to 12 minutes every night that Jokic is on the bench? A trip to the finals may coincide with the answer to that question. We'll take our trip around the NBA. Who needs Steph when you've got Quentin Grimes to end the Sixers' long regional nightmare?
Maxey to Grimes. Grimes for three, and it's good. He remains hot. 6 of 8. Quentin Grimes stops the run for now.
We'll check in with the head coach, Joe Mazzulla.
Players are so good. You're not going to take away everything, but you're going to be really great at the things that you have to take away, and those are the tendency points.
But coming up next, what happens when the NBA's best team with the best offense in NBA history comes into your building at full health and you throw a crazy series of knockout punches in the first 5 minutes? The answer is you better not let them get up. We'll look back at the Cavs doing what they've been doing all year, checking another box. Donovan Mitchell goes left side to Mobley, going to pull up, shoot the three, and for the first time, the Cleveland Cavaliers have the lead. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla.
Nice job of just walking right into that shot and knocking it down.
It's all coming up and more as we count you down to the NBA game of the day. The last two champs go head-to-head. Celtics and the Denver Nuggets here at the Garden, top of the hour on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You can shop during this ad by saying, Alexa, add to cart. You are bountiful. Nature's Bounty hair, skin, and nails fruit-pectin gummies with collagen and biotin, plus antioxidants C and E, help you shine from the inside out. To add Nature's Bounty hair, skin, and nails gummies with collagen and biotin to your cart, just say, Alexa, add to cart. That's Alexa, add to cart.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Hi, this is Debbie, your Blinds.com design consultant.
Oh, wow, a real person.
Yep, I'm here to help you with everything from selecting the perfect window treatments to...
Well, I've got a complicated project.
No problem. We make the complex simple. And I can even help schedule a professional measure and install.
I didn't realize you did that.
Yeah, We can also send you samples, fast and free.
Wow. I mean, I always thought I needed a designer to come to my home, but scheduling's always a nightmare.
Not with Blinds.com. We're on your schedule, and there's no haggling, no pressure, no hidden fees either.
I just might have to do more.
Oh, okay. Whatever you need. How about you tell me what you had in mind?
Okay, then. So the first room we're looking at is for guests coming over.
Blinds.com has covered over 25 million windows, all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Shop Blinds.com now and save up to 45% on select styles. Rules and restrictions may apply.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
I think that changed the game. I got a offensive foul call on the rebound where I felt like it was just, in the paint, going for the basketball. And that kind of shifted the game for sure. It is what it is. Wish we can get it back. I don't think it was a foul. I don't think it was an offensive foul, but, when these little guys flop, they're just inclined to call it.
Not included in that clip the fact that Jaylen Brown probably got away with a couple of other calls earlier in the day that should have been fouls earlier in that night. But the fourth foul was significant because the Celtics were already without Drew Holiday and without Kristaps Porzingis Friday night against Cleveland. And I bring that up because they will be without those two again today. Jaylen Brown was questionable or on the injury report yesterday. He is going to play. But again, no Porzingis, no Holiday against the Denver Nuggets. And it occurred to me, Max, as we head into this, latest in the series of big games, and everyone's still talking about the Cavs game, and we'll listen to the highlights here in a second. It was phenomenal. Maybe the biggest difference in the 20-something years we've been together is that in the course of a season series, you used to be able to get a great feel when you play a team 3 or 4 times. Now you're going to get to the end of the season and say, yeah, there's these 4 games against the Cavs and the 2 games against the Denver Nuggets, but Jokic didn't play in this game, and Porzingis didn't play in this game, and Donovan Mitchell didn't play in this game, and Jaylen Brown didn't play in this game, and suddenly you're left without the same feel that you used to have at the end of the year.
Well, you did have a feel for a team because obviously you look at everybody played almost every game, but with the Cleveland series, I look at it this way. In that game, Cleveland had to play one of their best games to beat the Celtics. The Celtics were really good with 2 or 3 players, but everybody else, as you said, Pritchard, who's been so good this year, outstanding, going to be the 6th man of the year. But as you said,
I'm not so sure about that.
What you got?
I'm saying that it was a bad 72 hours for the Peyton Pritchard 6th man campaign because he got outplayed head-to-head by 2 guys that are on the list trying to close the gap behind him, Malik Beasley in Detroit and Ty Jerome in Cleveland, and there's still a quarter of the season left. That's kind of what I'm saying.
Ty Jerome was good. Ty Jerome was really good, but I still think the body of work that Pritchard has done so far, if I'm watching them, has been, phenomenal.
I agree. I just, like a 25-3 start, I wouldn't call it yet. It's just a little bit early. Unlike you, I'm more than willing to call Cleveland finishing first in the Eastern Conference. There's no scenario by which the Celtics are going to catch them. But is there a scenario by which the Celtics, for the first time in 2 years, lose 3 consecutive games? It literally has not happened since the start of March 2 years ago. And that's what's on the line today. The Celtics, to avoid the 3-game losing streak, are going to have to beat Jokic in Denver without Porzingis and Holiday.
Yeah, tough road to hoe, but I think that you have to have 2 guys that play well. Pritchard has to play much better in that game, and Luke has been sensational this year. He had a game that really wasn't the kind of game you think about. So, yeah, I look at the body of work of the Boston Celtics so far, and I still believe in the 7-game series, I think they're better than Cleveland if they're healthy.
And Luke Cornett is going to start today, so no Porzingis, no Holiday. Sam Hauser has been starting. He was the subject of a lot of discussion after the game on Friday. No Sam Hauser in the starting lineup today. Celtics will go with the double bigs, which is a new trend in the NBA. Al Horford slides back to the power forward spot, and Luke Cornett will start at center with Sam Hauser coming off the bench. But before we look ahead to the Denver Nuggets, who will play without Aaron Gordon today, previous game recap brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code SportsUp. That's code SportsUp for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. And if you were betting we were going to get a Game of the Year candidate on Friday night that would exceed expectations, you were a winner. There's already extra buzz, extra noise in the building. Cleveland will wear the home white tonight on the road in Boston. Burgundy led letters and numbers, then we'll go left to right. Celtics will wear the alternate city edition jerseys tonight. The black jerseys with the neon green letters and numbers. They conversely will go right to left. And without Porzingis, it will be Al Horford who will start at jump center against Jared Allen. The final meeting of the regular season between these two is underway. Jalen pulls up, gets the jab step, fires the three, and hits it. Tatum gets to the mid-block, squares himself, and knocks down the jumper. Steal. Derek White jumps in front of Donovan Mitchell, steals the entry. Bounce pass for Tatum, swings it right side. Quick three for Sam Hauser.
Pow, 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 pow.
Open, White, three, got it.
Get off the Whetstone. Get off my lawn. Get off my lawn.
And Kenny Atkinson, instead of getting off to a good start, will now need a restart. A minute and 56 seconds is all it takes the Celtics to force the Cavs to call timeout. Tatum into the left corner for Hauser's three. No good, and the rebound going to come all the way out to Tatum. Returns to Hauser. He'll try again and bury it.
Man, get off my lawn, somebody.
It is 22-3. A steal. Derek White. The Cavs have come apart at the start. Bounce pass in the corner for a Jason Tatum three.
Hey, Cavs, I got your calf right here.
The champs are here, and the message they're sending thus far, they not like us. Mitchell dribbles to 16 feet. Torrey Craig runs right by him, and that's an open shot, an easy one for Donovan Mitchell. Cavs have gone 15-5 here out of the timeout. Cut the 22-point deficit down to 12, 30-18. Garland finds Hunter in the corner for three, and the lead is down to three. Tatum, who has been absolutely ridiculous in the first half, grabs his 9th rebound along with 22 points. He steps to his left, takes another three, and hits it. We're watching a magical performance from Jason Tatum.
That's a huge swing. That's a 6-point swing.
25, 9, and 6 in the first half. Donovan Mitchell pull up on Hauser for three. Net barely moves.
The spider.
Mitchell bounce pass to Garland, who is wide open for three.
Cavaliers just reeling them back in.
Cavs made it a one-possession game on a couple of occasions here. Tatum pull up on Mobley, 18 feet. Rocks in. Second time he's gotten a leprechaun bounce from the rim, and Jason Tatum has 31 in the first half. Jason Tatum just having the game of a lifetime, and he's had a pretty good lifetime. Mitchell attacks, gets around Derek White, elevates, and cocks back with two hands to throw it down.
Get the crowd kind of ooh and ah on that one.
Tatum pulls up on Jared Allen, squares to the mid-block, and hits another impossible jumper.
Allen might as well be a bug out there on your windshield.
Hunter push pass back to Mitchell. He is open. Three is good. And it's a three-point game. Donovan Mitchell with 8 points in the last 45 seconds, and he was wide open. Donovan Mitchell goes left side to Mobley, going to pull up, shoot the three, and for the first time, the Cleveland Cavaliers have the lead. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla. Donovan Mitchell against Sam Hauser. Here's the step back. It's a three. It's good. And now Donovan Mitchell joins LeBron James and Allen Iverson as the only players in the last 30 years with 4 30-point games against the Celtics in a single season. Jaylen Brown dribbles between his legs, gets to the free throw line, leans in, 12-footer is good, and the game is tied.
Right back to the body. That makes you laugh, makes you doggone cry.
37 for Jaylen Brown, 46 for Jason Tatum, and with 3 minutes exactly to go, if you're syncing up with TV, the game of the night is becoming the game of the year. We're tied at 114. Wade catches up, fakes on Tatum, returns to Donovan Mitchell, attacks to the free throw line, floats it up and in. That dude is spectacular. 36 for Donovan Mitchell. We'll start the Eastern Conference Finals right now. Rebound belongs to Donovan Mitchell, and that is going to be the final margin. And the Cavs, who have done every single thing they have needed to do as a championship contender tonight, come to Boston, get the road win back. They catch the Celtics shorthanded, and they come from 22 down early to win it. The final score, Cleveland 123, Boston 116, in that rarest of professional sports occurrences, a game that lived up to the hype. Where to begin with the wild numbers from Friday night, in which the Celtics in the Joe Mazzulla era have lost 12 leads of 14 or more, 4 of them now to the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavs and the Celtics finished this 4-game series separated by a single point. 1 point separated the teams in the 4 games, but here's the remarkable thing about it, Max. The Celtics were a plus 35 in the first half. Cavs were a plus 36 in the second half. Celtics won all 4 first halves. The Cavs won all 4 second halves.
It's just strange when you think of a game being played like that. Normally the Celtics have the ability to close out, but I think because certain things happen in the game, one, Jaylen Brown getting that fourth foul, that really kind of hurt the Celtics. And then they just ran out of people, ran out of bodies. And the guys who've been playing so well this year, Pritchard didn't have his game. And you could think that Luke, who's been so good, didn't have his game. So, yeah, the Celtics had a lot of opportunities. But to me, it was a great game. And I'd love to see these two teams meet in the springtime for a 7-game series.
46 points, 16 rebounds, 9 assists, and 3 blocks for Jason Tatum on Friday night. Just the third time in NBA history anybody has ever done that. Alvin Adams did it in 1977. Vince Carter did it in overtime 30 years later in 2007. And Jason Tatum in the game on Friday night. This is pretty remarkable. Celtics now, and also it was one of the worst defensive games really in Celtics history. And again, the difference between the first half and the second half, pretty remarkable when you stack it up. And one of the biggest opponent comebacks, the Celtics have now given up 2 22-point leads to the Cleveland Cavaliers. The asterisk, obviously, is that it was 5 minutes into the game. I want to get your take on the Sam Hauser discussion afterwards, because we're going to talk to Joe Mazzulla about it later. Everyone was asking, why was Sam Hauser was getting cooked in the game by Donovan Mitchell? There have been very few plays in the NBA less effective than the Hauser hunt the last couple of years. Now, this was Donovan Mitchell doing it. Celtics didn't have the back line of defense with Porzingis, and it really brings the issue to me of individual defense. How much is that an archaic notion in today's NBA when everything is help? Teams are hunting switches to get a different guy on him and then forcing you to decide who's going to help and who's not going to.
You're right. It's not as important as the one day, like they used to tell me back in the day when I got in the league, that's your man. You don't worry about anybody else. Remember, Kevin Garnett was very good at helping out Paul Pierce until he played Dirk. And he told Paul that day, he said, Paul, I can't help you today. Because if Dirk sets a pick and I step off of him and they give him the basketball, I have to come back. So it has really changed. Now there is no such thing as really individually, getting beat. They try to get a matchup that's favorable. But you're trying to get help.
One other storyline here we're going to follow today is the final game for Jason Tatum at age 26. He will have his 27th birthday tomorrow. He will finish on the NBA's all-time list. 6th in scoring, 4th in wins, 4th in playoff wins, and 1st by a mile in three-pointers made. And when I run you the names on this list, the top 20 scorers, of which he is 6th, the guys who've had the most wins, there isn't a single name that either isn't in the Hall of Fame already or is going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Well, I think you look at guys now, and he's going to be in that conversation. The way he plays, continues to play like this. Eventually, maybe he's going to do one of those things like Karl Malone. When Karl Malone won his MVP one time, or Charles Barkley won it. But sometimes just people get tired and they want to vote for somebody else.
No Aaron Gordon for Denver today, but that dude is playing. And remember, Jokic did not play in the Celtics win in Denver in January. So while the Celtics snapped the 3-game losing streak to Denver with that win, the only team that they did not beat last year in the championship season, they have not beaten Jokic now 3 straight times. Max's Blair to Bank on brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank. Make your home energy efficient in 2025 with CSB 0 APR rate heat loan. Apply now at clintonsavings.com. Member FDIC DIF, equal housing lender, Clinton Savings Bank, and experience you can bank on.
The guy I'd look at right now would be Luke. And I'm looking out on the floor right now to see if I see him. But Luke Cornett is a guy I would put on the line as a guy he's going to be going up against Jokic.
He's not in the layup line, but Luke Cornett is the listed starter for the Celtics. Obviously, we've seen some last-minute changes over the last few weeks. Max's keys to the game, driven by your local New England Honda dealers. Contact your local New England Honda dealer for a great deal today.
Well, I think you just have to try to control Jokic and try to limit damage. I think one thing you have to do if you're playing against Jokic is to limit his assists. If he gets everybody else involved and scores 30, then there's more problems.
The numbers for Jokic are obviously insane. Historic in terms of on-court, off-court as he steps on the court here at TD Garden this afternoon. But the most remarkable thing is that they are all offense. Denver's defense stays the same, whether he is on the floor or not. but they go from the best offense in NBA history when he is on the floor to the worst offense in the league when he is off. That's what they're going to have to correct if they are going to make a run. They have won 11 of 13. They have moved into second now in the Western Conference behind OKC. The Thunder will be the final game of this 7-game homestand for the Celtics. Just another big day here at the Garden. Nikola Jokic has arrived. We've got the Celtics and the Nuggets coming up. We'll talk about it with Joe Mazzulla. Quick trip around the NBA, but coming up next, Matt McCarthy has Sports Hub headlines. We got the Celtics. We got the Nuggets. It's all coming your way on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's time to start a healthy relationship with your money. With Navigant Credit Union, there are no hidden fees, great interest rates, and support that puts you first. Make the switch today. Navigant Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, not to be dramatic, but you should smell this. It smells so good.
Whoa, that's quite the reaction to mixing and matching Gain scents. Let's hear another from Ashley, who mixed Gain products and went...
I'm so excited.
Yes, you are. What about you, Isaiah?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and Emily summed it up like so.
It is just chef's kiss.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Mix, match, more happy with Gain.
Hey, all you small business owners out there, imagine what you could do with an extra hour every day. As the everything app for hourly teams, Homebase brings scheduling, time clocks, and payroll together in one place to simplify your workday. So let your time-saving fantasies run wild and join the 150,000 businesses already using Homebase. Celebrated by Forbes, the New York Times, and the Wall Street Journal, head to joinhomebase.com to get started today.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines, presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Big-time matchup at the Garden this afternoon. Celtics and the Nuggets. Jaylen Brown is available. Drew Holiday out with his mallet finger. Kristaps Porzingis out again with his illness. Bruins back in action today as they visit the Wild. Still no update on Brad Marchand after he left yesterday's 3-2 win over the Penguins. NFL Combine wrapping up today with offensive linemen working out. LSU's Will Campbell's arms measured at 32 5/8, under the typical 33-inch or longer arms cutoff for NFL tackles. 49ers yesterday trading wide receiver Deebo Samuel to the Commanders for a 5th-round pick. Walker Buehler will take the ball today for his spring debut as the Red Sox host the Mets in Fort Myers. Headlines are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com for 15% off your drive-through oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Matt McCarthy. Granny and Max go around the NBA next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
If you've been waiting to hear Macy's winter clearance, now's the time. Get everything you've been eyeing all season long at prices that are worth the wait. How good? Think 40 to 70% off coats, sweaters, boots, and more. Plus, come in and get an extra 20% off all your clearance purchases. That's up to 75% off. So if you've been waiting to treat yourself to something cute and cozy, hurry into Macy's now, because you're not the only one ready to score amazing winter deals. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Hey, not to be dramatic, but you should smell this. It smells so good.
Whoa, that's quite the reaction to mixing and matching Gain scents. Let's hear another from Ashley, who mixed Gain products and went...
I'm so excited.
Yes, you are. What about you, Isaiah?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, And Emily summed it up like so.
It is just chef's kiss.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Mix, match, more happy with Gain.
Order for Jennifer C.
Is this my double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double whip, double sleeve?
Yeah. Can you handle that much caffeine?
Did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Oh, really? That's great.
Seriously, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, you just said that.
Did you say I just said that?
Yeah, I'm cutting you off.
I can't have any more? Why not?
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Celtics and Nuggets, the last two NBA champions, getting set to go this afternoon at the Garden. No Porzingis, no Holiday for Boston this afternoon. Our trip around the NBA brought to you by your Boston area Chevrolet dealers. Get a closer look at Chevy's award-winning lineup at your New England Chevy dealers. Find exciting offers, too, on the powerful Silverado and the feature-packed all-new Equinox.
Maxey to Grimes. Grimes for three, and it's good. He remains hot. 6 of 8. Quentin Grimes stops the run for now.
Sixers went 0 for February. The Eagles won more games in February than the Sixers did, but they snapped that losing streak last night, beating Golden State 126-119. We'll run you through the rest of it, including Cleveland trying to go for 50-10 today in the second game of the afternoon in the NBA. And the scouting game coming up for the Celtics tomorrow between Philadelphia and Portland, their next two opponents. But for now, we'll head to Joe Mazzulla and then Celtics Nuggets on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
If you've been waiting to hear Macy's winter clearance, now's the time. Get everything you've been eyeing all season long at prices that are worth the wait. How good? Think 40 to 70% off coats, sweaters, boots, and more. Plus, come in and get an extra 20% off all your clearance purchases. That's up to 75% off. So if you've been waiting to treat yourself to something cute and cozy, hurry into Macy's now, because you're not the only one ready to score amazing winter deals. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Hey, all you small business owners out there, imagine what you could do with an extra hour every day. As the everything app for hourly teams, Homebase brings scheduling, time clocks, and payroll together in one place to simplify your workday. So let your time-saving fantasies run wild and join the 150,000 businesses already using Homebase. Celebrated by Forbes, the New York Times, and the Wall Street Journal, head to joinhomebase.com to get started today.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you've been waiting to hear Macy's winter clearance, now's the time. Get everything you've been eyeing all season long at prices that are worth the wait. How good? Think 40 to 70% off coats, sweaters, boots, and more. Plus, come in and get an extra 20% off all your clearance purchases. That's up to 75% off. So if you've been waiting to treat yourself to something cute and cozy, hurry into Macy's now, because you're not the only one ready to score amazing winter deals. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
When we started writing our thoughts down on paper, it opened up endless possibilities. Ideas could grow beyond the borders of the mind, and it changed the world. Somewhere along the way, we lost touch with paper, distracted by devices made for every purpose except thinking and focus. On edge, waiting for the next notification. But what if new technology didn't pull us away from paper, but brought us closer to it? Listen. That's not paper. It's the sound of the new Remarkable Paper Pro, rewriting the future. A paper tablet with a true color ink display, gentle reading light, and unheard of tactility, with digital features for taking notes, thinking, and organizing, without any distractions. Paper is about to change the world again. Get your paper tablet at remarkable.com today.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
The Joe Mazzulla interview is brought to you by Star Market. Check out the Star Market app, earn rewards, and save on your groceries and gas with Star Market for you. Download the Star Market app today. Back to the Garden with Grandy and the coach.
All right, Matt, thank you. Joe, we talked 36 hours ago, or thereabouts, about how the first three games with the Cavs, they only had that one thing in common. Different guys were in and out of the lineup, but first half versus second half, we talked about whether there was a pattern or not, and then this remarkably similar game unfolds in which you have a big lead. I think the way it worked out for the season is that you outscored them by 35 in the first half, and they outscored you by 36 in the second half, and almost every single game, as different as they were, had that same fingerprint.
Yeah, I mean, both teams have, one of the biggest strengths of both teams is their ability to go on, long runs and keep teams from going from long runs because of they don't turn the ball over. Really good defenses and really good, shot making and offensive players. And so anytime you're up against that, there's the discipline of all the things that lead to small runs. And if you give it a great team small runs, usually they take advantage of that. And so, both teams tried to win the game 3 or 4 times, and, they came out on top.
And when you have two teams that don't turn the ball over, that makes those defensive rebounds that you don't get more critical.
No question. I mean, when you have two teams that don't turn the ball over, the margins become that much more important. The rebounding margin becomes important. The free throws become important. And so I think that in some critical moments, I think we both ended up with 14 offensive rebounds, but in some critical moments, they were able to get some.
I jotted down a new Joe term in the postgame on Friday night, tendency points. What is a tendency point?
Yeah, just points that you can't give up to a guy, right? And I think in the first half we gave a couple of those up, to some of their guys, to Ty Jerome, to Dean Wade, to Mobley. And so just, players are so good. You're not going to take away everything, but you've got to be really great at the things that you have to take away. And those are the tendency points.
And I imagine guys, once they do some of the things that they like to do, just become more comfortable.
No question. And that's the ebbs and flows of the game, especially a game that's so fast with so many possessions. It's tough, and that's where the discipline comes in to take away the things that allow people to be comfortable.
I was fascinated by the Sam Hauser discussion after the game Friday because there have been very few things less efficient offensively in the NBA the last few years than what I have dubbed the Hauser hunt.
Just classic. I only see this because it's a frequency of it. When people see something a lot, they automatically think it's not good.
And my way of, we talked about this on our side. We talked about this forever and ever. That I don't know what the points per possession are on those possessions against Sam, but obviously they're very low. But what I wanted to get to is this. Isn't just the idea of individual defense to some degree in the way the NBA game is played now just archaic?
Yeah, at the end of the day, again, I think it goes back to frequency. When people see high frequency, they automatically think high risk or high inefficiency. And sometimes high frequency doesn't necessarily mean high inefficiency. And you saw that a little bit at the beginning of the year with our layup attempt percentage versus our layup percentage defense. Our layup percentage defense was like top 3 in the league, but our layup attempt percentage was high. And so we were protecting the rim great. They were seeing a lot of them. And so if you see a lot of something, it usually, shows the brain that it must not be going well because they're getting a lot of that. And it's the same thing with attacking. We're really just matchup hunting in general, right? I think there's more matchup hunting going around the league than there ever has been in the regular season. Usually gets to that in the playoffs, but I think with the skill and everything, with the offensive players, you're seeing a ton more of that. And I thought Sam did a great job. Quite honestly, he's been a great defender in this league for a few years. I thought last year, throughout the season, he really kind of debunked the notion of his matchup hunting, and has continued to do that, throughout this year as well.
The first meeting with Denver was odd, obviously, with Jokic out. And with the exception of, there were a couple of minutes in the second quarter when he got going, but you did a really good job on Jamal Murray in that game out there. How much harder is doing that when Jokic is there.
Yeah, I think the Murray minutes are super important, right? Because you're leveraging the Jokic-Murray minutes together, which they play a decent amount there. And so when it's Jokic off the floor, they have their spacing. And when it's Murray on the floor, he's looking to be aggressive. And so just as important as winning the game, winning the non-Jokic minutes are super important. And that's tough because Murray's that good. And he did have a tough stretch. He had a great stretch. We had a tough stretch at the end of the second quarter. I thought in the second half we did a great job.
All right, that's Joe. People know that I've been generally whine and bitch about these early games.
We can say that?
Yes.
I got to start using that
more.
more.
Sure you can. I think it's become in that term where you're just sort of complaining and, making a general nuisance of yourself. I think people are accustomed to it. Maybe not at this hour. You can't use it. But, again, therein lies my point. But what I want to, in your term, debunk is the notion that we've talked about shoot-arounds and where they fall. To me, when there is such a pattern to these games are more difficult for me because I am connected to a pattern to the way I do work, and suddenly work starts 7 hours earlier the next day. Professional athletes, generally speaking, have a pattern and a habit to the way they do things. And obviously, how important can shoot-around be when it disappears for early games, things like that. There has to be something that changes about these games.
I mean, I think that goes into the notion of like when people talk about distractions, resist the noise, or like the NBA is forever evolving. And there's so many variables that go into it. And I think you do have patterns and rituals, but they're patterns and rituals for different situations. So you do have what your day looks like on a game day if you have a shoot-around, if you don't have a shoot-around, if it's a 1 o'clock, if it's a back-to-back, if you have 2 days off, if you have a practice. And so I think developing the protocols, not only as a team, because you have to develop those as a team too, because there's so much to learn from the Cleveland game, but you have a game 36 hours later, but then you also have 2 days off and a practice before another back-to-back. And so within those 6-day stretch, how can you have routines to where you're maximizing the games at the same time you're maximizing the things that you need to get better at? And so I think the guys do a great job of knowing that like some of their rituals are different because the NBA's schedule presents opportunities for that. But regardless, there's always things that you need to do. Regardless if it's a 1 o'clock game, if it's a back-to-back, if it's a 7 o'clock game, if it's 3 and 4 nights, whatever the case may be, there's always 2 or 3 things that you have to do, whether it's an individual, a team, a coach, in order to be successful. And that's the teaching point from the Cavs game to tonight's game is we have to do a great job controlling the things that we can control, the points that we can control. We got to do a great job of that. Here's how we do it tonight.
As always, context is king. It's like when you use certain words. You don't use it the way Chris Rock uses it, but if it means a certain thing,
that's the jealousy I have of comedians. They get to say the things that I want to say, but they say them in a joking manner, and so it's okay.
Not anymore. That's why I take phones. That's how I take phones away when they go perform now. Everything's different. All right, Celtics and the Denver Nuggets. Another game of the day. It's headed your way next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5, thesportshub.com.
Some nights are run-of-the-mill in the NBA. When you're defending a world title, those nights are rare. But even rarer, the ones that do the impossible exceed the hype. Friday night, the Celtics and Cavs absolutely did. The steal, Derek White. The Cavs have come apart at the start. Bounce pass in the corner for a Jason Tatum three. The Celtics are styling, they are profiling, and they are putting on a show. Hunter push pass back to Mitchell. He is open. Three is good. And it's a three-point game. Donovan Mitchell with 8 points in the last 45 seconds, and he was wide open. Donovan Mitchell goes left side to Mobley, going to pull up, shoot the three, and for the first time, the Cleveland Cavaliers have the lead. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla.
Nice job of just walking right into that shot and knocking it down.
Just the second losing streak of the title defense season for the Celtics, and it gets no easier today. The Celtics have the title. Denver has the Joker. All eyes again on TD Garden for a Sunday showdown. The NBA's last two champions, Celtics and the Denver Nuggets. Next.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
The 1957 season is over. The Celtics are the world champions.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Your New England Ford dealers, Amica Insurance, Shaw's and Star Market, Bosch Tools, and by Ticketmaster.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the World Championship.
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, VA New England, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, and by Town Fair Tire.
The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship for the 15th time.
And by Brex, Corona, your New England Honda dealers. FindMassMoney.gov, NetSuite by Oracle, Cambridge Savings Bank, Kia North Danvers, Comcast Business, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
It is banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished. It is banner 18. The mission commanded is mission accomplished.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
At a sold-out TD Garden, another big game, another big day. It seems like they come almost every night, every afternoon. We're in this building. Starting line is brought to you by Amica Insurance, exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Boston Celtics. Denver will go again without Aaron Gordon. Still a pretty good backcourt. Jamal Murray, the future Hall of Famer. Russell Westbrook, he will start with Christian Brown, Michael Porter Jr., and Nikola Jokic on his way perhaps to get another MVP award. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will have something to say about that. The Celtics this afternoon, no Porzingis, no Drew Holiday. They'll sound like this.
Derek White, University of Colorado.
Jaylen Brown, California, Berkeley.
Jason Tatum, Duke University.
Al Horford, University of Florida.
Luke Cornett from Vanderbilt University.
Luke Cornett's had a great year, but needs to bounce back from a rough night on Friday. Jason Tatum had one of the games of his extraordinary young career, playing his final game this afternoon as a 26-year-old. He will finish in the top 10 in pretty much every category there is in the NBA in all-time history. The Ford F-150 first quarter presented by Ford F-Series, #1 selling pickup, #1 truck. And brand loyalty this afternoon's contestant, Michelle Hill of Malden. If Boston goes up by 15 at any point in the quarter, Michelle wins the opportunity to see a game for the Ford Sports Tech. Enter the contest at 985thesportshub.com. The first time we had a winner in the contest on Friday, but the Celtics didn't win the game.
Woo. Man, Celtics is so far ahead. A winner, and I don't even think you even realize that. I said, Sean, they won. You're like, yeah
earliest
it did happen. But now the game's continue.
All right, the Celtics beat the Nuggets in Denver by 12. Back on the 7th of January, but remember, Jokic was a late scratch in that game. Celtics road green this afternoon. White letters and numbers, they go left to right. Denver wearing the home white in Boston. Navy blue numbers, red and yellow trim. They will go right to left. And off the opening tap, which the Celtics win, Jokic is already hobbling. Al Horford, top of the circle, hand to Jason Tatum. Tatum zips into the left corner. Derek White is open. He takes the three and makes it. Oh, Jamal Murray just left Derek White shoot a three. It is extraordinary how many open shots Derek White has gotten this last 2 weeks.
It is, Jokic. It's noticeable.
Jamal Murray or Christian Brown.
And you drop 40.
Jokic hands to Jamal Murray. Murray turns the corner, drives past Horford, whips it to the far corner. Waiting there is Westbrook for three. Got it over the Cornet contest.
How well he played Denver last time.
He played really well in that game. He's had a good year. Jaylen Brown coming downhill, spins on Christian Brown, who takes the paint away. Thrown back out to Horford, reset with Tatum straight away against Westbrook. Cornet ambles out to set the screen. Tatum moving to his left, bounce pass for Cornet. Zips an entry to Horford, who relays it up and in over Christian Brown.
Tower to tower. Nice job done by the bigs. No ivory tower. Ebony and ivory tower.
Living together in perfect harmony. This is the way it is now in the NBA. It's the double bigs is back. Christian Brown for Jokic, his first touch on the offensive end. Jokic picks it up, skip pass into the corner. Westbrook, couple of dribbles, bounce pass for Christian Brown. He tries to float it up, but Cornet was waiting to swat it. Jaylen Brown makes the hustle play, but can't save it. And Denver will keep it. But that hustle play by Jaylen Brown killed some more time, so there's only 0.8 of a second left on the shot clock for Denver.
Luke with those quick hands able to get that. Brown tried to lay it up softly.
I don't know how many you played in the year and a half you played on the West Coast, but this has a huge effect in the NFL. You know, there's not as much data in the NBA about a Western team playing an early game on the East Coast.
But they did. They actually changed this. Now it's 14 seconds.
Calling a change of possession.
It wasn't a change of possession. They just tried to save the ball.
You know what? What you're saying is right. There's no way Jaylen Brown you could call that a possession. He was in midair. But not only 14, they give him 24 on the shot clock. All right, that's bizarre. Michael Porter for Jokic. He's going to set himself up for a left side three swish. In addition to doing everything else that Jokic does, he is one of the leading three-point shooters in the league at 44%. He gives Denver the lead 6-5. Tatum. Deep on the right side, Jokic in front of him, whips a pass to the left wing. Derek White up fakes on Westbrook, drives to 12 feet, locks it down. Cornette got pushed in the back, but he's able to come up with the ball anyway. Throw it back out to Horford, 6 on the shot clock. Derek White relocates to the corner, contested three as an air ball. Jokic has the rebound. Jokic floats it ahead, left side, Porter up fakes, and then at the last second gets rid of it to Jokic as he came back down to earth. Jokic puts it in the hands of Westbrook. Plenty of time, 11 on the shot clock. Westbrook dribbles to the free throw line, bounce entry. Jokic turns, flips it up, does not get the bounce. Rebound Tatum.
Yeah, he is looking at runs. Really?
Yeah, he looks like me running out there, and that's not a good thing. Tatum, skip pass over the corner. Jaylen Brown rocking a three. Got it. Very quietly, Jaylen Brown's had a nice few games shooting threes, climbing out of the bottom of the NBA leaderboard.
If Jokic was a horse right now, they'd put him to sleep.
Jamal Murray entry deflected by Tatum. He's saying it deflected off Porter. Celtics aren't going to win this argument. Denver's going to get it back. And Jokic's just a guy, I mean, when he didn't play, it was stunning in Denver. He was sick that day. But he plays no matter what. And clearly, he is not at full strength. Entry misses Jamal Murray, and Jaylen Brown has the steal. Running with Al Horford. He finds Al, who lays it up and in. Al galloping down the floor at 38. 10-6, Boston by 4. Westbrook, entry, Jokic indeed turns and puts it off the window and in like the biggest, heaviest, awkward-looking ballerina you have ever seen. 10-8, Boston by 2.
I am surprised that they'd let him play like that.
I'm curious if Lisa Salters has a report on ABC. Jaylen Brown on the right side starts his drive on Jamal Murray. A little pump fake, and Jamal Murray reaches in, commits the foul. He immediately looks palms up as if he's to say, what did I do? Looks down at the bench. It's funny now, the automatic reaction when you have a call go against you is you look at the referee for a second, and then you immediately look back to the bench.
See if they're going to help you out. It defies logic now. I just think during the 80s. I always told you that story how I was talking to one of the officials saying, bad call. He gave me a technical. And I said, still didn't change it. It's still a bad call. Gave me a double technical. Threw me out the game. Then I gave the double fingers. But I just really I see players and the relationships with referees completely different. Brawler Palmer.
Second free throw coming for Jaylen Brown. We just passed the anniversary of that.
I love anniversaries. I'll give you one I got divorced. I'm going to give you that one so you can put that in your archives.
12-8 after the Jaylen Brown free throws. Jokic moves it left corner. Christian Brown checks his feet. Now Jokic against Al Horford. Couple of dribbles, gets into the mid-block, push back to Westbrook, giving him the open three. No good, back iron, rebound. Horford didn't box Jokic. He comes up with the offensive rebound, puts it back up and in. Horford thought he had him sealed, but the ball came a little bit to Al's left, and it came right to Jokic. But as the Celtics come up the floor, Jaylen Brown just fires a three before anybody gets set, and the Celtics lead 15-10. Jaylen shooting it really well last week or two. He's got 8 quick points. Another steal. And bad entry by Jokic. Derek White into the front court. Shovels back to Tatum. His three blocked from behind by Westbrook, calling a foul. And Westbrook is jumping up and down, mad about it.
That's what happens when you end up talking to officials like that. They're trying to see if they want a challenge. Do you want a challenge? Do you want a challenge? Want a challenge? They want a challenge.
It's worth 3 free throws, so Mike Malone going to use the challenge here. 4:08 gone by at the Garden. Boston 15, Denver 10 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You can shop during this ad by saying, Alexa, add to cart. You are bountiful. Nature's Bounty hair, skin, and nails fruit-pectin gummies with collagen and biotin, plus antioxidants C and E, help you shine from the inside out. To add Nature's Bounty hair, skin, and nails gummies with collagen and biotin to your cart, just say, Alexa, add to cart. That's Alexa, add to cart.
At Hotels.com, we know some travelers crave sand between their toes. Others want to be poolside with a drink on the way. And more often than not, those two people end up in a relationship. With the Hotels.com app, compare properties side by side across amenities like pool and ocean view. Compromise isn't so bad when you're holding a Mai Tai by a pool with an ocean view, agreeing that, yeah, this is better than finding sand in awkward places for 3 days. Book now in the Hotels.com app and find your perfect somewhere.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You manage your business, we'll manage your finances. With Navigant Credit Union's cash management services, you'll boost efficiency and enhance performance. From collections to disbursements, it's the expertise you didn't know you needed. Try Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
This episode is brought to you by Allianz Travel Insurance. You like to keep some spontaneity in your sojourns. You love your home base, but you're not a homebody. Maybe you're planning on taking the kids to Orlando in the summer, then sneaking away to a cabin in the Smokies for a couple's escape this fall. Once cabin fever sets in, maybe a girl's trip to Aspen later in the year. Our All Trips plan protects your trips all year. Get a quote at AllianzTravelInsurance.com.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Still no result of this challenge by Mike Malone on the blocked three-pointer by Westbrook. They called the foul. We believe that this challenge is going to be successful, but Westbrook knocked the ball out of bounds. That's probably what they're looking at now to make sure, see who the ball went out of bounds off of. Celtics leading 15-10. 4:08 gone here. Jaylen Brown already with 8 points. Celtics had the hot start the other night. They were 5 of 6, 3 of 4 from 3 here in this one. Jokic already with 7. The numbers are staggering, and I'm not, the MVP debates is particularly, I think the one that turned everybody was the Jokic Embiid a couple of years ago when people started treating it like an election. All of a sudden it was like Fox and CNN, and it became hostility as if you supported one guy and thought this guy should be the MVP, that you suddenly were hating on the other guy, which is, yeah, you're really hating on someone when you're calling them the second best player in the world. I think one of the things I said a few weeks ago, Max, is if Denver makes a run here and gets close in the Western Conference, they're not going to catch OKC. But here we are. Denver is now second. They won 11 of 13. They're second in the Western Conference.
Upon review, Westbrook does legally get to the basketball, and then the contact after that is marginal contact. So the play is being overturned to a no call. In the immediate aftermath of the play, the ball does go out of bounds off of Westbrook. So it'll be Boston ball on the baseline with 18 on the shot clock to resume play.
So this mathematically makes sense because the Celtics, if they're getting 1.2 points per possession, that was going to be 3 free throws for Tatum, which is you were going to get 2 to 3 points out of that. So you understand why it makes sense. But the issue to me here is that I think OKC has to finish 10 games at least clear of Denver to go with SGA as the MVP over what Jokic is doing, because you could argue Jokic has been better this year than in his other MVP years. Here comes Tatum off the under out of bounds, catches, gets shut off by Christian Brown. He bobbled it a little bit, so he throws back out to Horford. Derek White steps to his left, takes another 3, no good. Horford going to chase down the offensive rebound. Save it, just throwing it wildly up for grabs. Tatum deflects it to Derek White, who floats it back into the corner where Jaylen Brown is open. 3 is no good, and the rebound. Brown can't grab it the first time, but the second time he does. And that challenge pays off for Denver. I was reminiscent of Cleveland getting all his offensive rebounds. Here's another steal. Bad pass by Westbrook. He hit Jaylen Brown with it. Horford pounces on it. Tries to throw a lead pass for Tatum and throws it right to Christian Brown. Back-to-back turnovers. Jokic at the free throw line. Moves into the left corner to Westbrook. Picks up his dribble. Wants to go inside to Jokic. Derek White peels away, and Westbrook banks in a long 2. 15-12. Jaylen Brown switches to the left hand on Christian Brown. Steps into the paint, looking for the cutter. Cornette, and he threw it away. Threw it right to Jokic. Jokic floats it ahead to Christian Brown. Long lead. Westbrook catches, turns, taps it back out to Porter. Porter bobbles it in the paint, and eventually Tatum reaches in and commits a foul. There is something extra awkward about the start of this game for both teams.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the rhythm of the game so far, the Celtics come out, shoot a couple jump shots, knock it down. But Jokic maybe must play a possum, or I'm having newfound respect for a guy now in the 2000s. And the way I'm watching him run up and down the floor, because that just doesn't happen with NBA players these days, especially a franchise player like that. If there's any hobble, if there's anything that quirky in the way he's moving out there, normally they'll sit those guys down.
Who could have imagined? When LeBron James came into the league, we knew he was going to be an all-timer and a generational player. Who could have imagined that Nikola Jokic was going to become a generational player, one of the greatest of all? He's already probably in the top 10 all time. Derek White, bounce entry. Caught by Al Horford. 1 or 2 free throws from Porter. Celtics lead by 2. Quick entry, tower to tower, but Cornette missed the layup. And the rebound on the weak side for Jamal Murray. Murray into the front court, goes behind the Jokic screen. Murray down the right side, elevates, floats it up, blocked by Cornette. And it goes off Murray out of bounds, and he landed anyway. He traveled before he shot that.
Luke's presence out there, kind of hauling things. Pritchard comes back in the game. Pritchard comes in, and nice ovation. See him get off the snide. It would be nice to see that.
It was just unfortunate for Pritchard to have a couple of rough games, particularly the night. And he literally had them head-to-head as the Celtics lost games to the 2 guys who were probably the closest behind him in the run for 6th Man of the Year. Most notably, Malik Beasley in Detroit. Pistons ended the Pistons winning streak. Denver did on Friday night. Pritchard into the right corner. Al Horford against Michael Porter. Left-hand dribble, takes it to the mid-block. Al going strong, floats it up, does not get the bounce. Rebound knocked away from Jokic by Keita, who just checked in, but Michael Porter picks up a loose ball. No changes yet. Denver still has the starters out there midway through the first. Celtics have Keita and Pritchard replacing Cornette and Tatum. Westbrook, step back, gets a 3, no good, and the rebound comes all the way out to Jokic. He moves it on the right wing to an open Porter. His 3 is no good. Offensive rebound. Westbrook shovels it out to Brown. Long shots giving long rebounds here. Denver's got a bunch of offensive rebounds early, as Cleveland did late on Friday. Jamal Murray, he'll shuttle pass to the left wing, waiting Christian Brown. His 3 is off. Derek White will chase down the loose ball, but Keita fouled Jokic.
It's that sequence again that you look at going, how many second chance opportunities can you give away?
Denver, the number 6 offensive rebounding team in the NBA, number 2 overall. Only Houston's been better rebounding the ball than the Denver Nuggets this year.
I was telling Keita one thing, balance. Doesn't have good balance.
Strawther in the game for Denver, first substitution. Westbrook gets another look, doesn't want to take the 3 against Keita, but to try to take him off the dribble into the paint, falls away down to the line, tough shot, bounces out, and the rebound for Keita. Westbrook is 2 for 5. Jaylen Brown up the middle of the floor. Angles to his right, hands to Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard bounce ends for Jaylen Brown, goes quick on Jamal Murray, spins, drives, misses off the glass, gets his own rebound, but he dropped it out of bounds, and Denver will get it back.
You notice it now again. Brown going after his shot. We saw that the other day. He continuously started to do that. When that ball goes up, he thinks it might miss. He goes after the ball instead of get back on the defensive end like most teams have done.
Tatum's been playing the entire first quarter, not today. He did not score. Did have 3 assists before he comes out. Jokic, 1 dribble. Jaylen Brown shuts him off with the elbow. Hand off Michael Porter Jr. Entry back to Jokic. Quick pass underneath to Westbrook, who lays it up. Blocked by Derek White. And a loose ball. Horford pushes it ahead of Derek White. He's good for a block every night. Derek White moves into the left corner. Pritchard, open 3. Got it.
Nice way to get back on track. Nice job for his teammate finding him wide open in the corner.
Celtics off to another good shooting start. 4 of 8 from 3. They lead by 5. Murray steps to his right, off balance. 3 no good. Rebound Jaylen Brown.
That's what I want to see Brown do. Rebound on his defensive end.
Jaylen Brown switches to the left hand, drives on Jamal Murray. Pump fake, that gives him room to score off the window. Timeout, Mike Malone.
Went right to the body and knocked his man away. And Murray said, hey, he hit me. No, he did.
Jaylen Brown's got half the Celtics points. 4:19 to go opening quarter. Boston 20, Denver 13 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club. Politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize. And turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
You can shop during this ad by saying, Alexa, add to cart. You are bountiful. Nature's Bounty hair, skin, and nails fruit-pectin gummies with collagen and biotin, plus antioxidant CNE, help you shine from the inside out. To add Nature's Bounty hair, skin, and nails gummies with collagen and biotin to your cart, just say, Alexa, add to cart. That's Alexa, add to cart.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Enterprise, we know you're constantly on the move. Getting this?
Thanks, Mom.
Fixing that. You reach a destination. And then it's on to the next. And when life is moving at the speed of, well, life, Enterprise is right there with you. Around the corner and around the globe. We'll keep you moving forward. Enterprise. For lives in drive.
Working hard is worth it if you're seeing results. And when it comes to working out, the same thing is true. You want the maximum benefit in the time you have, and that's exactly what Tonal is built for. And with their latest iteration, Tonal 2, you can ensure your workout is more tailored and effective than ever. Tonal's at-home strength training system uses adaptive weight to learn from your movement and set the optimal weight for every move, adjusting in 1-pound increments up to 250 pounds, challenging even the most advanced users to push their limits. You can also experience a full body burn with the new Aero HIIT workouts, the perfect blend of heart-pumping cardio and strength. Plus, the new built-in Smart View leverages a high-resolution camera that lets you see yourself during your workout, analyzes your movement, and provides real-time coaching, just like a personal trainer. Right now, Tonal is offering our listeners $200 off your Tonal purchase with promo code 200TONAL. That's Tonal.com and use promo code 200TONAL for $200 off your purchase. That's Tonal.com. Promo code 200TONAL for $200 off.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
What they call it, mallet finger? Yeah. Yeah. Went for a rebound, ball hit my finger, and next thing you know, I'm in the cast. So, obviously a little frustrating. We'd love to be as healthy as possible, but things happen.
Do you have any sense on timeline? What's the process like in terms of recovery?
I don't know. It's the first time. Jammed a lot of fingers, but never really had this before. I don't think so.
That was Drew Holiday before the game on what we're calling mallet finger, the injury suffered in Detroit the other night, keeping him out for a second consecutive game. And there's going to be a pain tolerance element to it. It's going to be tricky. Randy Max back in the Amica Insurance broadcast booth. Celtics by 7 out of this Denver timeout. 4:17 to go in the first quarter. Denver ball. Jamal Murray switches to the left hand, moves away from Jaylen Brown into the front court. Trying to race to the three-point line. Couldn't get there in time to get a quick shot away. Gets it back from Jokic. Jaylen Brown in front of him. Christian Brown comes to get it against Keita. They move it to Jokic. He'll touch it on every possession. A couple of dribbles against Al Horford. Floats it up from the dotted line. No good. The rebound belongs to Keita. Jokic actually missed a couple of shots here. He's 3 of 5 to start the afternoon. Peyton Pritchard moving to his right against Brown. Puts in the hands of Al Horford. Open man somewhere. Keita was alone under the basket. Jokic lost himself. Just couldn't get it there. Jaylen Brown baseline extended. Throws back out to Al Horford. He is wide open for three.
That was a good give and go. Al established position early.
Celtics are 5 of 9 from 3, and they built an 11-point lead here in the first quarter.
Boy, he gets so low inside.
And Jokic, the guy you're talking about, just bumps out Horford to the smiley face and a hook shot up and good.
He gets that position like Green used to get back in the day.
You talked about the assists. He does not have one yet. Denver trails by 7, 22-15. Derek White down the left side. Spins into the paint, moves it to Horford in the corner. Derek White comes back to get it. Right wing against Murray. Now Jaylen Brown out in the logo. Moving to his right. Jaylen Brown against Jamal Murray. Shot clock at 4. Pulls up, draws some contact. Elbow jumper, no good. He was strong enough to get a good shot away. Jaylen Brown already with 10 points in this first quarter. We'll go back to the free throw line.
I like the guy you bring it back in the game. Westbrook about to come in here, and I love to watch Westbrook. And one thing we know defensively, they haven't been a lot of better guys in his position that hustle and make plays like that.
It's almost as if this last part of his career, because he's missed shots in a league in which shooting is increasingly important, he would not have been the same level player that he was, which was an MVP caliber player. He won the MVP. He's going to the Hall of Fame. Jaylen gets the first free throw. But He has adapted his game, and he's still a very good NBA player. Is he an all-star anymore? No, but Denver needed help on the bench, and he has delivered that.
The thing about Kevin Garnett in his last couple of years, how he changed his game. And no more scoring. Just, I want a rebounder. I'm a facilitator. Even when Doc Rivers wanted him to score, like, Doc, I'm passing the ball. No, Kevin, we're passing the ball to you.
Free throw good for Jaylen Brown. That's going to be one of the many, 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 many things covered in the Celtic City HBO documentary, which debuts tomorrow night, part 1 of 9. Westbrook moving to his right. Celtics by 9. Westbrook bounce entry. Jokic floats it up with the right hand. No good. Misses a couple of shots he doesn't normally miss here early. Jaylen Brown diagonal lead. Pritchard. Little touch bounce pass back to Derek White. Going to attack the paint. Elevate. Threw it towards the rim. Hoping maybe Cornette would be there. Shot is no good. Jokic throws a bad pass. Let me say that again. Jokic throws a bad pass behind Strawther, racing up the right side, and Jokic turns it over.
To a 3-point basket. Taking the score, Celtics 25, Nuggets 15.
We called that a 3. They called it a 3 on the floor. What are you guys talking about? 25-15. That's the one thing I ask for, especially if you make me get up early in the morning. Sam Hauser in the game for the first time finds Jaylen Brown. Jaylen switches to the left hand, pulls up on Najee, free throw line jumper, bounces out, and the rebound is the 5th for Jokic. He's got 9 points and 5 rebounds. No assists for Jokic here in this first half. That's because Westbrook missed a couple of shots. Here comes one. Entry to Christian Brown. He beats Jaylen Brown to the cup and lays it in. And as soon as I said it, Jokic has his first assist. 25-17. Boston by 8 as Eddie Palladino announces 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter right now. They got that one right. Tatum. Straight away up top. Bounce pass. Cornette makes the extra pass into the corner instead of going to the rim. Hauser throws it back out to Tatum. Tatum hasn't scored yet. He drives, switches to the right hand, and he will now as he goes to the free throw line. Did they get Jokic or did they get Strawther?
Strawther pushed him with the body.
That's his first in the last 2 minutes.
Everybody keeps telling me the same thing with Tatum. One thing he needs to stop doing, Max, as if I'm talking to him all the time, stop complaining to the officials.
So this is my card, but I keep a running score as the game goes on. Al Horford here made this basket. What's that little number I put next to the Al Horford there?
Sorry, I can't see.
It's a 3. Because they called it a 3. It was a 3 on the floor.
I'm in the worst location in the league. I can't see what you're writing down.
San Antonio's making a run at us. Celtics will be there. Celtics do have a couple more of these matinees. Free throws good for Tatum. 27-17. Boston by 10 with a minute 47 to go in the first quarter.
Make sure I say that in jest before somebody, whoa, catch what he was saying.
Westbrook. Oh, no one would ever do that. Westbrook lobs the entry. Jokic double team, but he's able to touch it out to a wide open Brown and misses the 3. And Jokic, he should have more than 1 assist. I'll put it that way. They're missing open shots. Tatum steps to his left. Moves to the Jaylen Brown right side. Tatum wants it back. Gets it back. 12 on the shot clock. Tatum moving to his left. Coming downhill. Step in on Jokic. Hands to Cornette. Cornette coming strong. Runs it awkwardly with the left hand. No good, but he gets his own rebound. Whips it back out to Hauser. Skip pass into the right corner. Pritchard up fake. Steps to his left. And knocks down another 3.
That's a tough shot. 2 defenders will run at you.
Say this about that dude. He rarely has 2 bad games in a row. And Pritchard has come out firing. Celtics by 13 with a minute to go in the first quarter. Jokic bumping with Jaylen Brown. Jarrett's the double team. Kick out Christian Brown. Now he's hesitant to shoot. Throws it into the corner to Najee. Najee return to Jokic. They need Jokic to bail him out again. He's 4 on the shot clock. Throws to the left corner. Christian Brown has to take this one, and he makes it. Cuts the Boston lead to 10, 30-20. That was becoming troublesome where Christian Brown didn't want to take an open shot. 2 for 1. Tatum gets fouled, trying to step through, and Denver did not have a foul to give.
Denver foul was on number 0, Christian Brown.
Bad foul by Christian Brown. So now, in the 2 for 1, Tatum will get free throws.
Yeah, Jokic is cut on the back of his arm. He got like a cat might have scratched him out there. In the back of his elbow, his blood just coursing out.
It's dribbling out at best. It's not coursing out.
I can use my own words. Coursing.
You can use whatever word you want, but you're still wrong.
Absolutely. No. Trump uses them all the time. Use whatever words he wants to use.
It's probably best on a variety of levels.
No, it's not. It's Sunday. You can do what you want to do.
No win available there. So as we wait on the Tatum free throws, while they patch up Jokic. A cut on the elbow.
How do they stop it though? Whatever that stuff they have up there is. I needed that stuff when I was a kid. You see the white meat and I was sitting there and oh God, you know that's gonna hurt.
Jokic talking to the crew chief, Josh Tiffin. Comes back in the game. I'm going to make an odd comparison between Jokic and the greatest running back of all time, Jim Brown.
Okay.
Every play, Jim Brown would get hit. You'd watch the old films, and it looked like he would never walk again. He would walk slowly back to and then he would just kill you on the next play. And Jokic is like, Jokic always looks tired today, especially because he's limping or whatever, and then he comes back and tears your heart out in every possession.
That's what I said before when you say he was limping. It's like he'll limp right into 30 or 35. But the key to when you play this team is to limit his number of assists. If he scores, okay, one thing. But if he gets other people involved, that hurts you.
He's not on pace for 35 today. He's on pace for 36 because he's got 9 in the first quarter, 5 rebounds, does have the 2 assists now. Tatum gets the free throws, 32-20. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Jokic turns, floats it out to the wing. Westbrook going to set himself, fire the 3. It is no good. He hit that first one. First shot today. Missed this one. Now the Celtics can hold for the final shot. And if it's a 3, we could have a winner in the Ford F-150 contest.
Whoa. I saw what you did then.
Celtics a 12-point lead, 10 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Tatum going slowly to his right. Now Horford comes out, sets the screen with 7 seconds to go. It's Tatum against Jokic. Double team comes. Tatum lost the dribble. Has it back. Long cross court to nobody. Threw it right to Najee. He cannot get a half court shot away. That's how the first quarter.
Tatum's having a little bit of problems today, dribbling the basketball right there in front.
Celtics are having trouble scoring inside. They go just 3 of 9 inside the three-point line, but 6 threes enough in good defense. Take a 12-point lead at the end of 1 at TD Garden. Boston 32, Denver 20 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club, politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
Hotels.com knows that planning your book club's annual trip can get chaotic. Self-improvement Steve needs a hotel gym, and Horror Harriet ghosted the group chat about budget. Collaborate, vote on your favorites, and book all in the app. Find your perfect somewhere with Hotels.com.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
The Denver Nuggets have the 4th best offense in NBA history entering the game today. Just 0.87 points per possession and 20 points in that first quarter. Celtics lead by 12.
Celtics have done kind of what they wanted to do, shooting the basketball early on. Luke has done a nice job. And the best thing about the Celtics defense today, Jokic is scoring, but who else is going to score for those guys? That's one of the problems you have when you play against this team. If you get other people involved, you have problems.
The first quarter was brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and Ford F-Series, the #1 selling pickup, #1 truck in brand loyalty. To the second quarter we go after the Cleveland Cavaliers came in there with the best offense in NBA history and came from 22 down to win that game. A good defensive quarter for the Celtics. Denver goes just 8 of 21. The difference was the three-point shooting. Again, the Celtics went 6 of 10. They also got to the line 8 times. And that is really the dream scenario. The Celtics got 10 threes off and 8 free throws.
Well, when you attack the way the Celtics are able to attack, especially Brown doing a number right now up against Murray, that's going to be a key. Murray is one of their scorers, so you have to give foul difficulty.
Top 6 offenses in NBA history to this point. The 3 last year, Boston, Indiana, New York, and the 3 this year, Cleveland, Denver, and Boston. Second quarter begins. with Westbrook and Strawther out there. The veteran DeAndre Jordan makes an appearance for Denver. Michael Porter Jr. of the sweet jumper against Jason Tatum. Steps back into an awkward one and knocks down a three anyway. This kid can just shoot it.
That is tough. And here's a guy who had a back problem. They didn't think he was going to be able to play in the NBA for a while. Denver took a chance.
They did. Got him late in the draft for a player of his skill level. 32-23, Boston by 9. Celtics begin the second quarter with Tatum playing with 4 bench guys. Craig, Hauser, Queta, and Pritchard. Quick three by Peyton Pritchard. No good. He forced that. Torrey Craig grabs the offensive rebound. Shovels it back to Pritchard. Flies by Christian Brown. Hands to Queta, who flips it up and in with the right hand. That was good stuff.
And one time, Jordan would have blocked that. Jordan had the hops of a...
Porter going to rock another three over Torrey Craig. It is no good. Rebound, pinballed around, offensive rebound. DeAndre Jordan, he is fouled. And now we will get the DeAndre Jordan experience at the free throw line, which very nearly cost the stubborn Doc Rivers a game in this building years ago when Brad Stevens went to the hack of Jordan and Doc would not pull him out of the game. And the lead just dwindled and dwindled and dwindled.
These guys are behind us. I mean, did they realize we're on radio here?
Tim Bontemps doesn't get enough exposure on ESPN. He needs to speak so loudly that now he needs to be on Sirius too for the whole world to hear around. I mean, my goodness.
Timmy, what are you doing, buddy? We're working over here. I know we're doing HBO, but dang.
DeAndre Jordan, free throw rims out, and a rebound for Tatum. He gets 1 of 2, 34-24, Boston by 10. 10:55 to go first half. Jason Tatum steps to his right, pretty good look, straightaway three, comes up short, rebound. Queta deflects it to himself, trying to gather it. He does under the basket, throws out to Hauser. He called for it, he's got it, and that's a three.
Nice job by Queta keeping that basketball alive. And able to get back in his hand and kick it over there to a shooter.
Sam Hauser's on the board. Celtics are 7 of 13 from 3. This is their largest lead, up by 13 early in the second quarter. These non-Jokic minutes, always the problem for Denver. Westbrook tiptoes into the paint, throws out to the corner. Three is no good from Brown, and the rebound for Peyton Pritchard. Can Denver be competitive in the minutes when Jokic is out of the game? It's how they beat the Celtics last year in both games. Pritchard enters the Queta. Here comes Torrey Craig coming strong, reverses it up, no good. He got in a little too deep. He ran the offense perfectly, put himself in great position to score, but couldn't finish. Porter turns the corner on Queta, runs right into Torrey Craig, who pulls him over, and Torrey Craig winning points with Cedric Maxwell just walks away from the man he knocked down. Doesn't try to help him.
Man, go in your pocket. Let me see. What should you do? Open your pocket a little wider so you catch a pickpocketing? I'd rather go in the Middle East. Pickpocket in the Middle East. Rather use your other hand.
That's okay. There's going to be a whole new hotel and casino, and everything's going to be fine. First free throw is good for him.
Wait. Weren't you the one to say there's better not to say anything?
I'm trying to be supportive.
Wow.
Michael Porter Jr. gets the first free throw.
The rubber trunk.
Torrey Craig spent his first few years with the Denver Nuggets. Second free throw is missed. Denver not helping themselves here. 9 of 24 from the floor. 4 of 13 from 3. And they've missed 3 free throws. Down by 12. 37-25. Trying to stay afloat here with Jokic out of the game early in the second. Tatum coming down the left side. Falls away. Tough shot from the baseline. It's good.
That was. Jordan couldn't get there. As he extended, Jordan, this guy almost like a coach now.
First field goal for Jason Tatum comes with 9:38 to go in the first half, and the Celtics lead by 14, their largest lead. Entry by Westbrook is punted by Sam Hauser. It'll be a reset of the shot clock.
I don't know how you're going to get that one through. That had to be, he was trying to thread the needle and thread the needle yet again. There was no way that ball was going to skip through all those hands.
Westbrook gets it in safely to Christian Brown. Going to hand off to Strawther. Pritchard took the first handoff away, lobs it to Strawther, who drives and runs it high off the window and in. That's a tough shot by Strawther. 39-27. He was good in the game in Denver. Had 19 off the Denver bench. That night, Nuggets played 48 minutes without Jokic. Queta gets knocked down trying to set a screen. Behind the back bounce pass from Tatum to Sam Hauser. Skips into the left corner. Torrey Craig time to set his feet. Fires the three. No good over the charging Westbrook. And the rebound for Michael Porter. Porter up the middle of the floor. Queta holds him in place. Strother wants it. Porter wants to take Queta here. Dribbling right hand to left hand. Now attacks. Throws to the corner. Westbrook all alone for three. It rims out. The rebound. Queta deflects it. But all the way out to Strother, who's put back three. Is crazy off. And the rebound for Torrey Craig. Tatum lead for Pritchard. Pritchard calls his own number. And that number is three.
They get back on defensive end. And the thing you did not do, you didn't attack the ball. You let it come down in the rhythm and get the shot off nicely.
Celtics on a 12-7 run here, spanning the quarter break, just slowly and surely extending the lead. 8:34 to go first half. Boston 42, Denver 27 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is completely unacceptable. High inflation rates are actually preventing people from retiring. This is exactly why thousands are turning to Goldco, the top-rated gold company, to diversify their savings with time-tested safe haven assets, physical gold and silver. Goldco is offering a free gold and silver kit, but on qualified purchases, they'll give you up to a 10% instant match in bonus silver. That's right, a 10% match in bonus silver. Don't wait any longer. Call 855-GOLD-IRA. That's 855-GOLD-IRA.
If you've been waiting to hear Macy's winter clearance, now's the time. Get everything you've been eyeing all season long at prices that are worth the wait. How good? Think 40 to 70% off coats, sweaters, boots, and more. Plus, come in and get an extra 20% off all your clearance purchases. That's up to 75% off. So if you've been waiting to treat yourself to something cute and cozy, hurry into Macy's now, because you're not the only one ready to score amazing winter deals. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger. Because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Celtics by 15 early in the second quarter here. The last two NBA champions going head-to-head this afternoon. Randy and Max back at the Amica Insurance broadcast booth. Celtics basketball presented by Amica Insurance. At Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about Amica's award-winning customer service. Game 2 of the 7-game homestand for the Celtics. All these high-profile games. Dotted in between will be a couple of teams sub-500. One has had a very interesting year. The other, not so much. Tomorrow night in Philadelphia, the Blazers and Sixers will go head-to-head. And that is going to become a scouting game for the Celtics because those are the next two games on the homestand. Wednesday night, we'll get our first look at the Portland Trail Blazers. Two teams left Celtics haven't seen, Portland and Phoenix. And Utah is the third. And then Thursday night, Sixers will be here. That's a TNT game.
Tell you what, Chauncey has them playing hard, though. If nothing else, they're a different looking team. Normally, just play the game the right way.
I'm excited Wednesday night. They're bringing in some competition for me on the other side. I don't know if we're allowed to reveal it. We've actually already revealed it here, but Mike Tirico is scheduled to be here on Wednesday night. Remember, NBA's going back to NBC last year. Mike Tirico obviously is going to be a huge part of that. Anchoring, hosting the Olympics. Jamal Murray turns the corner, drives past Tatum, flips it up, no good. He took himself off balance. Tatum didn't even challenge the shot. Tatum the rebound, long outlet for Peyton Pritchard. Denver back defensively. Pritchard rolling, looking for the opening, going to kick out to Tatum. Tatum against Strother, deep on the right side, 11 on the shot clock. Tatum right hand to left hand, ducks the shoulder, drives, scoops it off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, clean up for Neemias Queta.
And that was very good on Tatum's part. Just putting the ball on the rim. If it comes off, then the defender comes over, tries to block it. You got a big to lay it in.
Denver had, 5 of the first 7 rebounds in this game. Now Boston is a +6. DeAndre Jordan. Handoff, Strother turns the corner, drives, crazy flip shot, blocked by Queta. They're going to call a foul, though, And free throws coming here for Strother. And again, this is nothing new. This is a broken record, the skipping of an MP3 over and over again in Denver. Jokic leaves the game, and the ship starts to fall apart.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times that happens with teams, though. You think about it. When, you know, you've said it many times when Tatum came out of the game.
I'm good. There's a reason I'm hoping you were bringing up Tatum there.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say, when talking to Doris Burke before the game, I hope they're going to mention this on ABC today. That's that thing that Jokic gets all the attention, and rightly so, for these historic on-court, off-court numbers. But while the home court issue for the Celtics has come back into discussion, the Celtics have not been a dominant team on home court before last year, and they have not been yet this year. As Strother gets the free throws to make it 44-29 Boston. But the one thing that gets no attention is the fact that the Celtics last year corrected the non-Tatum minutes and were just as dominant in those. Pritchard moves into the left corner. Pass got deflected out of bounds. Celtics will keep it with 14 to shoot. But that pattern has started to shift back to where the Tatum minutes, the non-Tatum minutes, had not been as good for the Celtics this year.
I think maybe in part of it, maybe not as all the players have played, though, either. Think about having those other guys, ancillary guys out there.
Hauser, bounce entry, Pritchard over the shoulder pass, Luke Cornett, and back to Pritchard, looking for an opening with Jamal Murray on his shoulder. Pritchard picks up his dribble, moves it down low to Cornett, gonna kick to the corner for a Hauser three, got it.
I look at this game and I'm awful. I got a 7-footer under the basket for layup. Nope, not taking that.
Denver usually has a disparity of made threes in the game, but it's 9-4 right now, and Denver's down by 18. Porter down the left side, runs into Cornett, throws the bounce pass to Brown. He got in behind Hauser for the two-hand slam. That cuts it to 16, 47-31. Denver minus 12 with Jokic. Minus 4 without him. Horford spins, puts it off the window and in over Jamal Murray.
That's old school Horford. Old school Al. That time on the block. He used that bank off the rim and took his time.
Celtics 7 of 12 from the floor here in the second quarter. Jokic is back in there now. Jokic at the elbow. Skip pass into the right corner. Porter against Cornett. Cornett comes out to challenge. Porter enters to Jokic, gets it back, drives baseline, and scores off the glass. That's Jokic being a step ahead of everybody else.
Yeah. Two guys playing a two-man game.
Celtics by 16, 49-33. Denver going to stop here. Pritchard. Right-hand dribble, creeping into the paint. Porter on his shoulder. Kick out Cornett, hand to Hauser. Return to Cornett, coming roll into the basket. Makes the extra pass to Horford. And his little flip shot off the glass is goaltended by Michael Porter.
That time, Al did it quickly, as I told you before. Take your time. This time, he didn't necessarily take his time, but put it on the glass. And once it was there, goaltended.
The Celtics have 51 points in a quarter and a half against Denver. 51-33, Boston by 18. Jamal Murray steps to his left, takes the three, no good. Rebound Tatum. Some of these shots are going to have to start falling here for Denver. They are just 4 of 16 from distance. They're an elite shooting team. They lead the league in field goal shooting, 3rd from 3. Pritchard gets it back from Horford. Pritchard, left-hand dribble coming low on Porter. Pump fake, 2 pump fakes. They don't go for it, so he'll float it all the way back out. Tatum is able to save it. Going into the backcourt. Shot clock is at 4. Tatum drives, spins at the mid-block, falls away. Crazy tough shot, no good. The rebound for Christian Brown.
Just the fact he got that close.
Strother lobs it. Porter can't get to it, which is something that tells you how bad a pass it was. And Michael Porter Jr. couldn't jump up and get it. It deflects off his fingertips out of bounds.
If he'd been Andre DeJohn, he could have got it.
I don't think we should talk wrestling today. It's too difficult today. The John Cena heel turn finally happened last night. I don't even know who we are anymore as Bostonians.
John Cena. Okay, you explained that one to me.
John Cena and The Rock are the 2 biggest bad guys. Entry. Luke Cornett. Kick back out. Derek White. Pretty good look at the right side 3. Short front iron to the rebound for Jokic. His 6th. Jokic up the middle of the floor. Keeps Cornett at bay. Out about cranking up a 3. Instead, hands to Strother. Returns the corner. Floats it from 10 feet away. No good. Offensive rebound, Jokic. Quick kick out to Brown. He knows what he's going to do before the ball even comes to him. Bounce entry, Jokic. Good luck, Luke Cornett. Here comes the double team for Derek White. So the kick out gives Brown the open 3. It is no good. And rebound belongs to Tatum. Jokic is getting no help here. Tatum into the front court. Celtics looking for a first half 20-point lead. Tatum steps to his left. Rocks the 3. Nope. Wide left. And Jokic has rebound number 8. 9 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists for Jokic.
Take the ball to the cup, man.
Jamal Murray turns the corner, driving on Derek White. White stays in front of him, will shovel pass. Christian Brown doesn't have anything in the paint. Backs it out, now starts his drive. He's in deep, pump fake on Cornette, scores. And why are you taking a pump fake from a little guy in the paint?
Ooh, you did learn something over the years from
It
that.
all seeps in. Tatum, bounce past Cornette, kick out Derek White, touches into the corner, Horford drives. Najee takes the baseline away, Horford though determined to go at the mid-block, turns, draws contact shot, almost crawled over that front iron. It's no good, but that's a spot where Al usually will stop and kick back out, but he said, no, I'm going.
No, because nobody was around him then. He had nobody to pass it to. That time just decided I was going to take it by myself, and I loved it.
And we welcome you to the 19th and 20th free throw attempts of the season for Al Horford.
I told you Cedric Maxwell in one game when he was younger had 22 attempts in a game.
Everything by definition that you did, you were younger. That's sort of redundant.
Could be.
But Jason Tatum will turn older tomorrow. His 27th birthday. Said at the start, and I'm not going to go through all the numbers. I tweeted them all and put them on Blue Sky and Twitter. You can see them for yourself. He is 6th. He'll finish 6th in scoring, 4th in wins, 4th in playoff wins, and 1st in threes by a wide margin for players at his age. And when you look at the numbers, look at the top 20 scorers, age 26 and younger, and the top guys for wins. And these are all current or future Hall of Fame players. Horford gets the free throw. Celtics have their largest lead up by 18. 3:48 to go in the first half. Speaking of Hall of Fame, Jokic moves it out to Jamal Murray, turns the corner, gets to the elbow, keeps it away from Cornette, puts it in the left hand and scores. Great move by Jamal Murray, and Joe Mazzulla calls timeout. Before Denver can get any rhythm going offensively. 3:41 to go first half. Boston 53, Denver 37 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Mom, what happens at the end of Goldilocks?
Well, the bears were too nice to kick Goldilocks out, but they wanted her to find her own place. So they told her about Redfin.
But I thought...
Redfin updates its listings every 2 minutes and gives personalized recommendations. So Goldilocks found something that was just right for her.
And lived happily ever after?
Yep, in a cute house by the beach, with no bears.
Download the Redfin app to get started. Equal Housing Opportunity, CADRE, number 01521930.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home, yes, cool, or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
If you've been waiting to hear Macy's winter clearance, now's the time. Get everything you've been eyeing all season long at prices that are worth the wait. How good? Think 40 to 70% off coats, sweaters, boots, and more. Plus, come in and get an extra 20% off all your clearance purchases. That's up to 75% off. So if you've been waiting to treat yourself to something cute and cozy, hurry into Macy's now, because you're not the only one ready to score amazing winter deals. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Breck's proud to be the official corporate card of the Boston Celtics. Breck's cards help over 25,000 companies make every dollar count. Learn more at Breck's.com/grow. Celtics by 16, 53-37 with 3:41 to go in the first half. I like that timeout by Joe Mazzulla because the three-point shooting is not really sustainable for the Celtics here. They're 9 of 18 and a little bit of slippage on the defensive end with Jokic back in there. Denver starting to score, starting to get some rhythm. They are 10 of 18 inside the three-point line.
Yeah, move them around a little bit. Let them think about it. I like to attack the rim a little bit more. You think about it. Look on the floor out there with Denver. Is there a shot blocker out there? No.
There is not.
No shot blockers. If that's the case, take the ball towards the hole. I would love, and that's the difference between when you don't have Porzingis. When you get the ball in the paint with a big, Porzingis is looking to score. When Al gets in the paint, normally he's looking to pass Or you think about when Luke gets in the position, he's looking to pass.
Drew Holiday hanging out right behind us here, right in front of us.
Is he getting on the bike?
No, I think he's just coming to say hi to people because Drew's just that dude, man. Lights up a room. Celtics playing without Holiday and Porzingis today, but they're up by 16 with the ball and 3:38 to go in the first half. With Jokic going every game. Here's Jason Tatum, third game in 4 days, really in less than 4 days. 4 games, less than 5, I should say. Is driving Jaylen Brown, two-hand slam on the baseline, and the foul.
Haji hit him on the arm as he went up. And when you get Brown that bounce and that hop coming towards the rim, there's not a lot of guys containing.
Say whatever you want about the afternoon games. Denver, to me, looks like a team that is playing an 11 a.m. local game, which this is for them today. Just do not look like themselves. They had a rousing victory. They snapped that 8-game win streak for the Pistons in Detroit on Friday night. Jaylen Brown, three-point play. Celtics have their largest lead. It's up to 19, 56-37. Crazy numbers. I'll get them for you in a second on the Celtics City's 19-point leads. Jokic throws the body into Al Horford at the mid-block. Help comes from Cornette. Kick out. Christian Brown finds a wide-open Westbrook. He doesn't want to shoot the three. He wants to drive instead on Horford. At the last second, hands to Brown, but Tatum takes the paint away, so Brown dribbles out to 19 feet. Tough jumper's good.
Made it a lot tougher. It was under the basket.
Christian Brown, 12 points. He was a big part of, big addition. They gave him a lot more than they expected. Jaylen Brown bobbles it against Christian Brown. Gets to the Cornette screen, moves to his left, enters the Cornette free throw line. Diagonal kick out, gives Tatum a pretty good shot to rock the three, and he does.
Everybody's bobbling the ball a little bit.
There's your 20-point lead, 59-39. Celtics by 20 with 2:25 to go in the first half. Crowd excited, but you're always a little more careful with your wallet the day after it gets stolen. And after you lose a 22-point lead in here Friday, falling away Brown. Tough shot over Derek White.
They need that other guy stepping up, but Murray isn't going to be the guy scoring.
Celtics did a really good job on Jamal Murray, really in both games. He's just got 2 points in the first half. Jaylen Brown, kick out. Horford, pretty good look at the three. It's Weish. It's pinned. We got a wedgie. Our angle, obviously, you can't see anything from here, but you're waiting for the ball to come off the rim, and it never did. It just vanished. From our vantage point, the ball just vanished.
Yeah, I love this part. Jokic was looking at the ball, it was right above his head, and he could have jumped up and tapped it. He's like, I'm not using my energy for that. I'm good. World's most embarrassing moments.
Over these last 2 years, the Celtics now have had 70 19-point leads, and they trail by 19 11 times. Before the injury to Jokic, he gets pushed in the back. He sold it pretty good, but Cornette got some of him. Celtics had a foul to give with 1:51 to go in this first half, leading by 18.
First in the last 2 minutes.
And you're right, though. The building is very quiet for the Celtics to be leading like this.
It's also, again, you have the early game, which makes it odd. It's also very cold in here, as it is cold outside. Not as much time for the building to warm up.
Some of us walked last night.
Westbrook at the elbow. They run away from him and dare him to shoot. He won't take the bait. He gets it back from Braun. Braun going to move it to Jokic. Jokic down to the left side, muscles his way in the paint, flips it up, and gets the bounce because, of course, he does.
Boy, that's that power.
11 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists for Jokic. Celtics by 16. Jaylen Brown, kick out, swung from Tatum back to Jaylen Brown, dropping on Porter in the paint, moves to his right, falls away, crazy tough shot, rims out, rebound, Westbrook pulls it away from Derek White. That was a force by Jaylen Brown. Westbrook diagonal lead, here comes Brown attacking the right side, and he gets fouled. There might be a goaltend added onto it.
Big play.
Yes, goaltending and one. Cornette got it late. And as soon as the Celtics got the lead to 20, that seemed to wake up Denver. 10-second station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios. This is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. He's the media group station.
Well, maybe Denver just needed to get it to noon local time. They have run off 7 straight points to cut it from 20 down to 13, and they do it late in the quarter. 59-46 with 1:10 to go until halftime. Derek White moves into Tatum. Tatum gets pushed a little bit by Jamal Murray. Murray's been really quiet here as Christian Brown has gotten Denver back in the game. Tatum, left-hand dribble, creates some room, pushes off on Murray, sets himself up for a 3. No good. Again, Tatum thought he got fouled. Rebound Porter. Denver rolling here late in the first half. Porter handed Jamal Murray up, fakes a 3, and then gets bumped. Fouled by Derek White. Celtics are over the limit. And what the Celtics are reacting to here is the inconsistency. Was that a foul on Derek White? It was, but then they should have called the foul on Jamal Murray on the other end.
Those fouls are called. The guys are moving, but sometimes you let it go, and I think that's the consistency that you look at. If you Denver right now, you're saying if you get this thing down to 10, you'd be happy.
And you don't want to see Jamal Murray get to the free throw line and start seeing the ball go in.
Yep.
After he only had made 1 shot, he was 1 for 4, 2 points in the first 17 minutes here.
About Murray, you know he can eat up.
Seen that before. He bounces the second free throw in a 9-0 run here for Denver. Late in the half, they've cut it from 20 down to 11, 59-48. 2 for 1 for the Celtics with 41 seconds remaining if you're syncing up with ABC. Jason stays straight away, catches from Jaylen Brown, moves to his left behind the Cornet screen. Jokic comes out to challenge. Tatum throws it away. Cross-court pass, anticipated, picked up by Michael Porter. Denver can make it a single-digit Boston lead here. Christian Brown deep on the right side. Moves to his left, has Horford in front of him. They want to go to Jokic, but Brown is left alone, so he takes a 3. It's no good. The rebound. Tatum comes back to snatch it. Celtics will hold for the final shot here. 12 seconds to go in the first half, leading by 11. Tatum just 2 for 8. Coming off the monster game Friday. Tatum against Westbrook. Spins away from him, has some room, attacks the paint, bounce pass, Cornet coming strong, keeps it away from Jokic, reversed it up and in. 1 second to go. Inbound Porter, he lobs it from his own free throw line. It comes up short, and that's how the first half will come to an end. Celtics go 10 of 21 from 3. Denver 4 of 18. That's the difference. Nuggets shave a little bit off the deficit. They're within 13 at the break. Coming up, Matt McCarthy running you through the rest of the day. Coming up in the NBA, and of course the Bruins getting set to go out in St. Paul, Minnesota this afternoon. Celtics lead the Denver Nuggets. Last 2 NBA champions going head-to-head. 61-48 Boston at the break on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you've been waiting to hear Macy's winter clearance, now's the time. Get everything you've been eyeing all season long at prices that are worth the wait. How good? Think 40 to 70% off coats, sweaters, boots, and more. Plus, come in and get an extra 20% off all your clearance purchases. That's up to 75% off. So if you've been waiting to treat yourself to something cute and cozy, hurry into Macy's now, because you're not the only one ready to score amazing winter deals. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
You manage your business, we'll manage your finances. With Navigant Credit Union's cash management services, you'll boost efficiency and enhance performance. From collections to disbursements, it's the expertise you didn't know you needed. Try Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Geico's motorcycle expertise means I'm covered by people who know bikes like I do.
I'm happy as a clam.
Disclaimer, no conclusive scientific research has shown clams can experience happiness.
I just meant that I feel really good about my coverage.
I mean, even if you took the clam out for the best day ever, visiting the zoo, taking a scenic ride, knowing you're insured by specialists, and sharing a strawberry ice cream cone together, the clam would not feel happy, and your strawberry cone would taste sort of clammy.
Ew.
Geico's motorcycle specialists who know bikes like you do assume no liability for clammy ice cream cones. Geico. Expertise for your motorcycle.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Peyton Pritchard moving to his right against Brown, puts in the hands of Al Horford. Open man somewhere. Cater was alone under the basket. Jokic lost himself, just couldn't get it there. Jaylen Brown baseline extended, throws back out to Al Horford. He is wide open for three.
That was a good give and go. Al established position early.
On a day where the Celtics are once again without Kristaps Porzingis and Nikola Jokic on the other side, the Celtics were going to need something from their big men, and they got it in the first half. Al Horford, 13 points, 5 of 7 from the field. He's our player taking care of business in the first half, brought to you by Cambridge Savings Bank. Small business owners, let CSB help you move your small business forward. Creative solutions and quick decisions. Visit CambridgeSavings.com/small business to start your relationship today. Celtics with a 13-point lead on the Nuggets at the half. Welcome into Celtics halftime. I'm Matt McCarthy. Big-time matchup today at the Garden. And so far, the Celtics have delivered in this one. Undeniably the better team in that first half. And three-point shooting, really one of the primary reasons why for the Celtics, who went 10 for 21 from deep in the first half. They shot 49% from the field. The Nuggets, 4 for 18 from three. They shot 43% from the field, and that is ultimately the difference in this game so far. The Celtics were just lights out from deep, especially early on, and Peyton Pritchard was a big part of the reason why.
Gets it back. 12 on the shot clock. Tatum moving to his left. Coming downhill. Step in on Jokic. Hands to Cornette. Cornette coming strong. Runs it awkwardly with the left hand. No good, but he gets his own rebound. Whips it back out to Hauser. Skip pass into the right corner. Pritchard up fake. Steps to his left. And knocks down another three.
That's a tough shot. Two defenders will run at you.
Say this about that dude. He rarely has two bad games in a row.
Celtics bench, of course, got outworked, outplayed by the Cavs on Friday in the lead that they blew to Cleveland at the Garden 48 hours ago. And Peyton Pritchard with a bounce-back first half for the Celtics. 3 for 4 from three, 9 points and a plus 16 off the bench for Pritchard in the first half. Celtics certainly going to need more of that from him, especially with Drew Holiday out for the time being with mallet finger. Holiday does not plan on surgery, but it's not certain when he will be back, and Peyton Pritchard has delivered for the Celtics in the first half, who led by as much as 20 in the first stanza.
Jaylen Brown bobbles it against Christian Brown. Gets to the Cornette screen, moves to his left, enters the Cornette free throw line. Diagonal kick out, gives Tatum a pretty good shot to rock the three, and he does.
Everybody's bobbling the ball a little bit.
There's your 20-point lead, 59-39. Celtics back 20 with 2:25 to go.
Not a particularly efficient first half for Jason Tatum. 2 for 8 from the field, just 1 for 5 from three, 9 points, but 5 rebounds and 6 assists for Tatum. That extended the lead to 20. Nuggets went on a 9-0 run towards the end of the half. Again, the Celtics lead by 13 at the break. Jaylen Brown leading the way for Boston with 15 in the half.
Here's Jason Tatum, third game in 4 days, really less than 4 days. 4 games, less than 5, I should say. Is driving Jaylen Brown, two-hand slam on the baseline, and the foul.
Haji hit him on the arm as he went up.
15 for Brown, 4 of 8 from the field, 2 for 3 from deep, 5 of 5 from the line. 3 rebounds, 2 assists for Brown. He is the team high scorer. The game high scorer is Christian Braun at the break, 16 points for Denver. Nikola Jokic, 11 and 8 in the first half. Jamal Murray, just 4 points, 1 of 4 from the field, with the Celtics leading by 13, 61-48 at the half. When we come back, we'll get an update on headlines. Bruins getting ready for the Minnesota Wild. Red Sox in action. Walker Buehler making his debut in the NFL Combine, wrapping up today in Indianapolis. Then Grandy and Max will have the call of the second half. That's all coming up next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub, Celtics Radio Network.
Trip Planner by Expedia. You were made to have strong opinions about sand. We were made to help you and your friends find a place on the beach with a pool and a marina and a waterfall and a soaking tub. Expedia, made to travel.
You can shop during this ad by saying, Alexa, add to cart. You are bountiful. Nature's Bounty hair, skin, and nails fruit pectin gummies with collagen and biotin, plus antioxidant C&E, help you shine from the inside out. To add Nature's Bounty hair, skin, and nails gummies with collagen and biotin to your cart, just say, Alexa, add to cart. That's Alexa, add to cart.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Working hard is worth it if you're seeing results. And when it comes to working out, the same thing is true. You want the maximum benefit in the time you have, and that's exactly what Tonal is built for. And with their latest iteration, Tonal 2, you can ensure your workout is more tailored and effective than ever. Tonal's at-home strength training system uses adaptive weight to learn from your movement and set the optimal weight for every move, adjusting in 1-pound increments up to 250 pounds, challenging even the most advanced users to push their limits. You can also experience a full body burn with the new Aero HIIT workouts, the perfect blend of heart-pumping cardio and strength. Plus, the new built-in Smart View leverages a high-resolution camera that lets you see yourself during your workout, analyzes your movement, and provides real-time coaching, just like a personal trainer. Right now, Tonal is offering our listeners $200 off your Tonal purchase with promo code 200TONAL. That's Tonal.com and use promo code 200TONAL for $200 off your purchase. That's Tonal.com. Promo code 200TONAL for $200 off.
Hey, not to be dramatic, but you should smell this. It smells so good.
Whoa, that's quite the reaction to mixing and matching Gain scents. Let's hear another from Ashley, who mixed Gain products and went,
I'm so excited.
yes, you are. What about you, Isaiah?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and Emily summed it up like so.
It is just chef's kiss.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Mix, match, more happy with Gain.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com. Sports Hub headlines. Presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
This afternoon's scoreboard is brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest prices on tires, go to Town Fair Tire because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Celtics with a 61-48 lead on the Nuggets at the half, 15 points for Jaylen Brown. Bruins in action a little while from now in Minnesota against the Wild. Puck drop at 3:30. Brad Marchand officially out after he left yesterday's 3-2 win over the Penguins. NFL Combine wrapping up today with offensive linemen working out. LSU's Will Campbell's arms were measured at 32 5/8. 49ers last night trading wide receiver Deebo Samuel to the Commanders for a 5th-round pick. Red Sox out to a 6-3 lead on the Mets in Fort Myers. 2 scoreless innings for Walker Buehler in his Red Sox and spring training debut. And MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred will consider a request by the family of the late Pete Rose to remove the Hit King from Major League Baseball's ineligible list. Brandy and Max have the call of the second half next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub, Celtics Radio Network.
If you've been waiting to hear Macy's winter clearance, now's the time. Get everything you've been eyeing all season long at prices that are worth the wait. How good? Think 40 to 70% off coats, sweaters, boots, and more. Plus, come in and get an extra 20% off all your clearance purchases. That's up to 75% off. So if you've been waiting to treat yourself to something cute and cozy, hurry into Macy's now, because you're not the only one ready to score amazing winter deals. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Working hard is worth it if you're seeing results. And when it comes to working out, the same thing is true. You want the maximum benefit in the time you have, and that's exactly what Tonal is built for. And with their latest iteration, Tonal 2, you can ensure your workout is more tailored and effective than ever. Tonal's at-home strength training system uses adaptive weight to learn from your movement and set the optimal weight for every move, adjusting in 1-pound increments up to 250 pounds, challenging even the most advanced users to push their limits. You can also experience a full body burn with the new Aero HIIT workouts, the perfect blend of heart-pumping cardio and strength. Plus, the new built-in Smart View leverages a high-resolution camera that lets you see yourself during your workout, analyzes your movement, and provides real-time coaching, just like a personal trainer. Right now, Tonal is offering our listeners $200 off your Tonal purchase with promo code 200TONAL. That's Tonal.com and use promo code 200TONAL for $200 off your purchase. That's Tonal.com. Promo code 200TONAL for $200 off.
Etsy has a little New Year inspiration for you. Actually, we've got a lot. We're here to help you start fresh with home and style finds from small shops. Get cozy linen bedding under $150 and handmade jackets under $100. For original home and style finds to help you start fresh, Etsy has it. Shop the Etsy app.
Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
This is Reliving the Green.
What a pass by DJ! 42 for Paul Pierce. A three-pointer for Danny Ainge. KG is locked and loaded tonight.
A look back at this date in Celtics history.
Carter with a dribble weave in the corner, fires and hits at the buzzer. The three-pointer counts for Vince Carter, and the Toronto Raptors have stunned the Boston Celtics.
Well, we've played hard the whole year. We're going to be positive every day. You're the people being negative, being some of the fans. Larry Bird's not walking through that door, fans. Kevin McHale's not walking through that door, and Robert Parrish is not walking through that door. And if you expect them to walk through the door, they're going to be gray and old. And as soon as they realize that those three guys are not coming through that door, the better this town will be for all of us. The only thing we can do is work hard. And all this negativity that's in this town sucks. The only thing going to turn this around is being upbeat and positive like we are in that locker room.
25th anniversary weekend of the rant that really defined the Rick Pitino run here in Boston. And the irony among some of them, and listen, with the documentary coming out starting tomorrow night on HBO, I'll go out on a limb right now, and obviously I know a little more. This is not going to go well for Rick Pitino when we get to those years. But the irony to me of all of the mistakes that Rick Pitino made, he has fessed up to all of them, first of all. But of all the mistakes that were made in that era, that rant for which he gets killed and the negativity in this, of all the things he was wrong about, he wasn't wrong there. He was trying to make the point that this is about this team now, not about what was. It came out of frustration. But if you were to list 50 things you would pick at Rick Pitino for that rant, to me is not one of them.
Well, the one I'd say would be not having patience. And, you have a guy like Chauncey Billups, he let him go. And you had Rick Fox, David Wesley, and you made some moves that you can look back on and say, my good.
He took the job in large part because he thought the Celtics were getting Tim Duncan. We have a Jokic-like effect. Jokic begins the second half with an awkward three. Thought he was going to get contact on Kornet. He didn't. It goes out of bounds. Celtics lead by 13, 61-48. Jokic looks better. The belief in the ABC truck is that Jokic turned his ankle on the opening tip. They were trying to find a replay of it, which they did not have. That was why he was limping earlier. Technical foul on the Denver bench. Evan Scott, the younger official, was near the Denver bench.
Technical foul has been assessed to Denver coach Michael Malone.
It is Mike Malone's technical, and Jason Tatum will shoot it.
I'll tell you what, Bill Fish would have gone crazy if a player would have gotten the technical.
So Tatum has shot the technicals for the Celtics this year, and he misses another one. I don't have this in front of me, but that's got to be 5 at least. 5 technicals that Tatum has missed this year. Celtics by 13. There's going to be a lot of discussion points after each of these documentary episodes. And the Pitino one's going to have some new stuff in it that is going to get discussed. Derek White steps to his left. He walks himself into an open three and knocks it down. He began the game by hitting an open three, and he begins the second half by hitting an open three. 64-48, Boston by 16. Jamal Murray shut off in the middle of the floor by Tatum. Returns it to Michael Porter. Jokic, 11, 8, and 4 in that first half. Finds Westbrook. Westbrook left-hand dribble drive, gets deep, floats it back out, and is knocked away by Al Horford. Jaylen Brown bounce pass lead, and Al running the floor like a man half of his age slams it home.
That's one thing, Al. He still has some legs, man.
Denver closed the first half with a 9-2 run, but the Celtics get the first 5 here in the third quarter. They lead 66-48. Murray for Christian Brown, dribbles to 12 feet, floats it, no good. Rebound, Derek White. Now the crowd getting involved. Hasn't been very loud in here today, certainly compared to Friday. Derek White bobbles his dribble with Porter in front of him. Jaylen Brown trying to get free, post up against Jamal Murray. That's where the ball goes. Jaylen Brown with Jokic showing double team in the paint, steps back into a 10-footer and hits it. And Mike Malone, immediate timeout.
And uses his strength really just to jump through the defender.
Denver did all that work to cut into the 20-point Boston lead. Now the Celtics have run off 9 straight of their own, and the lead is back to 20. 10:34 to go. Third quarter, Boston 68, Denver 48 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club. Politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize, and turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you've been waiting to hear Macy's winter clearance, now's the time. Get everything you've been eyeing all season long at prices that are worth the wait. How good? Think 40 to 70% off coats, sweaters, boots, and more. Plus, come in and get an extra 20% off all your clearance purchases. That's up to 75% off. So if you've been waiting to treat yourself to something cute and cozy, hurry into Macy's now, because you're not the only one ready to score amazing winter deals. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Hey, it's Dennis Quaid here. There's a pressing issue that still needs attention: the state of our retirement savings. We're dealing with $36 trillion in debt, and the interest on that debt is now greater than our entire defense budget for the first time in history. And with global tension still high, it's more important than ever to help secure your financial future. That's why I partnered with a great company, Goldco, who is offering you a free copy of their Gold and Silver Kit. The kit contains vital information to help you navigate the current economic landscape and offers strategies to help you protect your life savings. Get a free Gold and Silver Kit to get the facts and make a decision that's right for you and your family by calling 855-GOLD-IRA. You may even qualify for free bonus silver plus a free Ronald Reagan silver coin. Call 855-GOLD-IRA. That's 855-GOLD-IRA.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Brady Max back at the Amica Insurance broadcast booth. Early third quarter timeout. Taken by Mike Malone. Celtics lead by 20. You know, Joe Mazzulla had a lot of fun on the Duck Boat Parade after winning the championship. Famously walked the floor with his wife hours after everybody had left. But I don't think any coach in history has ever had more fun at a championship parade than Mike Malone had a year and a half ago in Denver. Talk about reveling in the experience.
Well, I give you one guy who might have had as much fun. He wasn't a coach. Saquon Barkley. I mean, when you start drinking alcohol from somebody else's big bottle while you're running down the street, you've gone over the top.
Okay, I'll tell you some other people that don't come out super great in the documentary is Bill Fitch and the end of the Bill Fitch run.
Yeah, but you know, this is where I'll defend Bill. One thing that Bill did, he won the championship.
No question. Well, he had someone carrying him with that MVP, but yeah. 68-48, Boston by 20. Jamal Murray stumbles across half court. Jamal Murray has been a no-show here this afternoon. That's in large part to the way the Celtics have defended him, but they need a lot more from Jamal Murray. Jokic going to take the free throw line jumper and hit. Al Horford can't get any closer to Jokic than he was there. He just cranked it up and in. 13, 8, and 4 for Jokic. He's gotten very little help today, as the 4 assists will tell you. Jaylen Brown forced an entry. Jamal Murray got a hand on that one. Comes up with a steal, punching into Michael Porter. 68-50, Boston by 18. Jokic goes right side. Here's Jamal Murray's 3. Got it. Exactly what they needed from him. Defense and offense. Cuts it to 15, 68-53.
This is a bad pass, though. And if that's the case, Tatum has to go to the basketball. It would have a layup.
Derek White wants to enter to Jaylen Brown. Does against Jamal Murray. Jaylen going quick. Couple of pump fakes and travels. Bad sequence here for the Celtics. 5 straight for Denver. A couple of turnovers.
Always starts out with Jokic.
Jamal Murray zigzags across half court. Steps into a straightaway 3. Misses it. Bap. Rebound Tatum. 6 rebounds for Tatum. Tatum could have a chance for a low-key triple-double here today. 9 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Luke Cornett swings it to Tatum. Right-hand dribble, push past Derek White into the corner. Jaylen Brown up fakes. Westbrook takes the 3 away, so Jaylen drives and Westbrook bodies him, fouls him. Are they going to give him shots or call it on the floor? That's what Westbrook immediately, he didn't argue the foul, but he pointed Sean Corbin and pointed to the floor and said that foul was before the shot. But Jaylen Brown's getting free throws. 6th and 7th of the day. You'd love to see it.
Horford Army coming through. Al Horford.
You got to stop the game when the Al family comes through here. It's basically like a parade.
I asked him, I said, man, did you ever think you would have that many girls? He's like, man, no. I said, I got that boy, and then all of a sudden the girls start tumbling in. He said, but the thing about the girls, he said, they look at him and they said, Dad, we're going to take care of you. I said, yep, that's what daughters do.
When they all walk in together, it's like the Boston legendary story of Make Way for Ducklings, right? When all the ducklings follow and walk up. That's basically what it's like. Jaylen Brown gets the free throws. He is 7 of 7 from the free throw line today. And the Jaylen Brown-Jamal Murray matchup has been one-sided today. 70-53, Boston by 17. Jokic handed Jamal Murray down the right side, leans in, floats it over Cornett, up and good. Jamal Murray has arrived to the party now, 70-55. He is still down, though, so it's 5-on-4 the other way. He's very slow to get up. Jaylen Brown kick out. The open man is Derek White, and his 3 is going to come up short. Jokic grabs his 9th rebound. He wanted to send it down the length of the floor because he knew Murray wasn't there, but that pass wasn't there. Instead, Westbrook drives, hands at the last second to Christian Brown. He's fouled by Cornett. It's a really good bounce-back sequence here for Denver.
Those are the ones that kill me. The one when you have an opportunity to take the ball towards the hole, and you take a 3 instead. Wow, I thought he was going to get shots here.
Oh, I did too.
He dropped towards the rim. Okay.
Maybe they'll correct that in Secaucus later. Jamal Murray, a little no-look. Kick out. Westbrook step back 15 feet on the right baseline swish. A little 9-2 run here for Denver. Twice they've fallen behind by 20, and twice they've made a run. So it's back to 13, 70-57. 8:28 to go in the third. Tatum. Cross-court pass deflected, stolen by Westbrook. Lead for Christian Brown. He flies in, right-hand slam. And the Nuggets out of the timeout, 11-2 run. And it's back to 11, 70-59.
Making Tatum throw that cross-court pass, and they're ready for it.
It's exactly what happened at the end of the first half. Celtics shut up by 20. Denver cut it to 11. Same thing has happened here early in the third. Tatum moves it back left side. Derek White is open, adds 3 to the till. 3 more threes for Derek White this afternoon. He is headed for 200 on the year. Jamal Murray behind the back bounce pass. Fields into the corner by Westbrook, who knocks down a 3.
Boy, he couldn't have hit one of those when he was with the Lakers if he paid.
10 points on 10 shots for Westbrook today. Thing is, he keeps trying them, and eventually he's going to hit a big one. Stop and start. Tatum switches to the right hand, and he hooked to get free, and is called for the offensive foul. So add some turnovers to this mix here for the Celtics.
As great as Tatum was in the last game, today, a lot of things he's doing tonight aren't good for him or the team. It's time to hook. Got an easy shot at it.
4 turnovers for the Celtics in the last 5 minutes. They no longer lead the league. OKC has regained the league lead. Fewest turnovers after the big turnover game for the Celtics In the 2-game losing streak, Jamal Murray for Jokic. Now Westbrook has the paint taken away by Cornette. Dribbles back out on the wing. Westbrook, long cross court. Jamal Murray has it right side. Quick three, no good, but he got fouled by Al Horford. And Jamal Murray will get 3 free throws to get Denver inside of 10.
Oh, no. Just actually on Jaylen Brown instead.
Oh, away from the ball.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah. You had 3. I was like you. Al Horford looked like, did I foul him? No.
It was Jokic.
Yeah, it was just holding. But Jokic also pinned him, though, too. Look at that off arm. Jokic grabbed him.
Fans are reacting to that. Also, they thought the foul, like we did, was called on the shot. But it was away from the ball. Westbrook, bounce pass for Jokic, dotted line. Couple of dribbles to his right, spins back to his left, kicks to the corner. Waiting Christian Brown, 3 in the air, no good. Weak side defensive rebound for Tatum.
That's a big miss.
Denver just has not shot the 3 well enough. Celtics have cooled off after the hot start. Jaylen Brown, left-hand dribble, gets it 12 feet, tips it down low to Cornette, floats it right back out to Derek White. Shot clock at 11. Derek White moving to his left, over the shoulder pass. Jaylen Brown going to up fake the 3, drive on Jamal Murray, get to the dotted line, and lob it up for the 2-hand slam by Cornette.
Identify if you're being guarded by 2 men, somebody's going to be open.
4 assists for Jaylen Brown. We'll go along with 19 points. That's game high here. Christian Brown has 18. Jamal Murray. Kick back out. Westbrook touches it to Jokic. He up fakes the 3. Steps into the paint. Cornette waiting to the kick out. Return on the repost. Jokic hook shot up and good.
It does things almost nonchalant.
Everything he does is just super slow.
I'm not going to take that, but I might take this.
75-64, Boston by 11. Midway through the 3rd quarter, exactly right now if you're syncing up with ABC. Tatum goes left side. Jaylen Brown creeps in. Baseline extended against Jamal Murray. Throws the shoulder into him. Dotted line elevates. Tough shot in traffic is good. Jaylen's been really good today. He's up to 21. Game high. 6 of 10 from the floor. 21 points on 10 shots. Jamal Murray has 9 points on 7 shots. Murray down the left side. Kick out. Jokic going to step right into a right side 3. Short front iron. Rebound. Another one for Tatum. His 8th. Tatum's got a real shot at the triple-double now. 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Tatum stop and start. Pass Christian Brown goes to the left hand, misses the layup. Jokic has his 10th rebound. He is spilled from behind. Derek White reaching in for the steal. Ends up tripping up Jokic.
They were looking and trying to say if they want to get a take foul. Remember, this is the same foul that you remember Jokic ended up getting against one of the, get the brother's name. And he came and hit him in the back. Remember they tell was a take foul?
You're talking about Morris?
Morris the brothers,
yeah.
yes. It was same kind of play. Morris brother came in and fouled him.
Because Jokic's brothers were in the stands, right? It started to escalate. Now with smoke you don't want. Jokic, top of the circle. Hand to Michael Porter. He turns, fires behind the Jokic screen, misses the open 3. So many open shots missed. Jokic has 6 assists. He should have double that number right now. Celtics by 13. Tatum zips the entry to the court, and Westbrook just grabbed a hold of his arm and would not let go. Commits the foul.
Chicken arm. Chicken winged him there.
Westbrook is so smart. People don't talk about that.
Yeah.
His basketball IQ is insane.
Basketball IQ. I'll tell you what I love. I love his personality.
Yeah, I do too.
When you hear him actually talk and talk about the game and how, you know, his love for it, especially when it's in L.A., that people were beating him up and didn't care if his family was there. Now seems to have a general love again for the game with the Nuggets.
I'd be remiss if not plugging the Jimmy Butler interview you may have seen yesterday. Jason Tatum, left-hand dribble coming strong on Jamal Murray, scoops it out the window and in. The hesitation got Jamal Murray leaning, scoring the foul.
Murray was holding him by the hip. And then instead of Tatum looking to do all these fancy things, this time goes straight up with the basketball and kicks it off the window.
Westbrook is an example, I think, of a more modern-day player who was already leery of the media, mainstream media.
George Foreman.
A little bit.
Yeah. George Foreman, you know, beat up by the media, and all of a sudden sold $2 billion.
I mean, it was
Foreman grills.
If you knew George Foreman in the 70s, when you study history, it was impossible what his comeback would be, both on and in and out of the ring. Jokic turns, he fumbles it out of bounds. Oh, a very late foul, and I mean a super late foul call on Tatum. I'm not saying it was wrong because we haven't seen the replay, but it was crazy how late it was. I'm not sure I saw it.
That was.
Hey, did Tatum grab a hold of the jersey? Yeah. That's what Jokic is saying. Enough to get it. That's the last foul Celtics had to give in the quarter here with 4:40 to go, and it's a big one. Third foul on Tatum. Takes away a turnover. Tatum shoves Jaylen Brown away. Says, I'll guard the inbound here. With Michael Porter, they put it in the hands of Jokic. Then we're trying to get close before Jokic has to lead the game early in the fourth. Yep.
That's
on Tatum. Nothing comes of it, so he returns to the Jokic. 4 on the shot clock. Jokic moving to his right against Al Horford. Floats it up. Bounces out. Rebound. Pinballed by Tatum off the rim. Into the hands of Al Horford. Pritchard running the break. Goes off the glass. No good. Offensive rebound. Horford 2 shots at it. No good. Offensive rebound. Kata spins. He misses. And eventually Jokic comes down with it. Celtics had 3 chances. Under the basket. Couldn't score. Christian Brown goes the distance. He misses the layup. Rebound punched in the air and saved from going out of bounds by Jamal Murray. Murray enters it to Christian Brown. Tatum gives the foul, but Brown fights through it and scores. And he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Ugly situation again. Celtics have a layup. Missed a layup 2 or 3 times. Looks at it. And then comes back in the 3-point play here.
Denver's sort of been begging you to land that knockout punch.
Yeah.
But the Celtics, like Vontae Davis, just taking a knee.
Doing like.
Hey, your guy lost that fight last night. Tank Davis.
But what was the announcement?
The announcement was a draw because one of the worst missed calls you're ever going to see. Davis took a knee. And they didn't charge him with a knockdown. That's one of the first, boxing doesn't have a ton of rules. That's a pretty clear-cut one. 3-point play for Christian Brown. Boston with a 13-point lead, 80-67, exactly 4 minutes remaining right now in the third quarter. Tatum walks it through the logo at center court. 12-9-7 for Tatum coming off his ridiculous game here against Cleveland on Friday. Celtics trying to avoid their 3rd straight loss for the first time in 2 years. He spins on Strother, turns, forces a tough 12-footer, and he banks it in. The only thing better than being lucky is being good, and the best thing yet is to be both. Here's Jokic driving on Horford, throws to the left corner. Brown sets his feet up, fakes the 3. Tatum runs him off the 3-point line. Kick out Strother. Strother feeling contact, runs it off the glass, no good. Rebound Al Horford trying to get the quick outlet, puts in the hands of Tatum. Now Strother is hurt. 5-on-4. Jaylen Brown is open. He up fakes the 3. Brown crashes into him to commit the foul, and Strother is still down.
He turned his ankle. Was awkward how he went up in the air with the attempt. What is he holding? I can't tell if he's holding his knee. Doesn't look like his Achilles, but the way he shot the ball and released it was really odd. And like he's trying to walk it off. A young fellow would walk it off. An old man like me, call the ambulance. As my man said in that video, the ambulance.
The injuries you used to sustain in high-level athletic contests, you now suffer the same injuries basically when you're scooping ice cream or something. Or just
how'd you do yours today?
I don't know. That's the worst part about being old.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, you weren't scooping ice cream.
Walk downstairs and all of a sudden my calf is saying, at your age, you probably shouldn't be running 6 miles.
Now, here's the thing I always say with mine. I always feel like a cross-country skier when I'm walking down my steps. Yeah. It's like,
the agony of defeat could happen at any time. Celtics by 15. 3:16 to go third quarter. Strother sort of helped off before not putting a lot of weight as he heads back to the locker room. Tatum against Porter. Stops at 14 feet. Tough elbow jumper. Bounces short. Forced that. Kata couldn't get the rebound away from Jokic. Jokic is able to move it away to Brown. Jokic up to 12 rebounds now. Christian Brown, hop step in the paint. Floats it up. No good. Rebound. Al Horford. Great hustle play. Has to throw it up for grabs. And it's Westbrook who comes up with it. Westbrook enters the Porter under the basket. Blocked by Kata. And a loose ball comes to Horford. We have some ugly basketball going here late in the third. Pritchard, long lead for Tatum. He's going to rock the 3. Short. Rebound Westbrook. Quick outlet. Jokic fields it on one bounce. Finds Brown. Extra man is Porter. He catches, fires a 3, and hits it.
Those responses. Celtics have a chance to, begging. Trying to get the knockout play.
Twice the Celtics have gotten the lead to 20. And twice Denver's clawed back. It's 12 right now. 82-70. Pritchard looking for an opening. Trying to lob it to Kata. Knocked away by Brown. He gets it back. Throws back behind him to Hauser, who misses the open 3. And the rebound for Michael Porter Jr. Celtics still shooting a high number from 3. Porter down the left side. Oh, Kata got knocked down by Jokic. No call. Entry to Jokic. Pritchard gets a double team help from Tatum. So the kick out to Westbrook. Misses the open 3. Rebound Kata. Timeout Joe Mazzulla. It's It's been a relatively quiet crowd this afternoon, and in large part because, well, Celtics are not putting this one away. 2:02 to go third quarter. Boston 82, Denver 70 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You can shop during this ad by saying, Alexa, add to cart. You are bountiful. Nature's Bounty hair, skin, and nails fruit pectin gummies with collagen and biotin plus antioxidant CNE help you shine from the inside out. To add Nature's Bounty hair, skin, and nails gummies with collagen and biotin to your cart, just say, Alexa, add to cart. That's Alexa, add to cart.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Working hard is worth it if you're seeing results. And when it comes to working out, the same thing is true. You want the maximum benefit in the time you have, and that's exactly what Tonal is built for. And with their latest iteration, Tonal 2, you can ensure your workout is more tailored and effective than ever. Tonal's at-home strength training system uses adaptive weight to learn from your movement and set the optimal weight for every move, adjusting in 1-pound increments up to 250 pounds, challenging even the most advanced users to push their limits. You can also experience a full body burn with the new Aero HIIT workouts, the perfect blend of heart-pumping cardio and strength. Plus, the new built-in Smart View leverages a high-resolution camera that lets you see yourself during your workout, analyzes your movement, and provides real-time coaching, just like a personal trainer. Right now, Tonal is offering our listeners $200 off your Tonal purchase with promo code 200TONAL. That's Tonal.com and use promo code 200TONAL for $200 off your purchase. That's Tonal.com. Promo code 200TONAL for $200 off.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Game plan upgrade brought to you by NetSuite by Oracle. Companies of all sizes have grown profitability with NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud ERP. Streamline your accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR into one fluid platform. Learn more at netsuite.com. Celtics, game plan upgrade. What is Denver going to do when Jokic leaves the game, which he'll have to at some point here late in third? He's going to stay in, but he usually goes out early in the fourth. Celtics by 12. 82-70 with 2:02 to go in the third quarter. Those of you listening on our flagship station in Boston, we're going to get you out to St. Paul, Minnesota for the Bruins and the Wild. I think that's a TNT game this afternoon. And if you're with us on Sirius, I'm sure you can find the Bruins and Wild somewhere else if you're not bouncing around the dial to other stations or hit station. She's on in my car. It's a 13-year-old. Tatum, deep on the left side. Watched by Jamal Murray.
Problem with that handle.
Tatum moves to his right behind a little Hauser screen. Going to pull up. 15-footer. No good. Rebound Brown. Yeah, there's something just a little bit off about Tatum today. It's been a strange game. And he's still going to mess around here today and get a triple-double. He's got 14, 9, and 7. Christian Brown challenged Torrey Craig right on it. Torrey Craig not getting a lot of minutes today, but he's trying to make the most of them. Jokic against Tatum here. Marquee matchup at the free throw line. Backside help comes from Torrey Craig, so the kick out gives Najee an open three from the corner, and he knocks it down. And it's a 9-point game again, 82-73. 25-14 run here for Denver over the last 9 minutes. Cornette got knocked over on the right side, trying to set a screen.
Shooting.
Yeah, Denver's over the limit. 4 fouls on Najee in just 7 minutes. He had a good game against Detroit. He snapped the Pistons' win streak the other night. Detroit, 7 games over 500. Indiana, 8 games over 500. See, Orlando shut down Jalen Suggs again for a while. And you say, why does that matter to me, Randy? Is Cornette a rare free throw miss? Celtics trying to get the lead back to 10 because it's very, very possible that the Celtics should play Orlando in the first round of the playoffs.
You tell me I'm going to be in the springtime in Orlando?
I will tell you right now that there is not a possibility, but a significant probability that the Celtics will be in Florida for the first round. Cornette misses both free throws. Now Denver with the ball only down 9 with 1:03 to go in the third quarter. Jamal Murray has joined the party, and that's a big part of the reason here. They've cut the 20-point Boston lead to 9. Murray, left-hand dribble, attacks, falls away from the mid-block and hits. Down to 7.
shot clock.
Shot clock issue. That's what the extra whistle was for. 8-0 run here is the latest. Twice the Celtics have led by 20. The first time Denver cut it to 11. The second time they've cut it to 7. Celtics trying to avoid not just a 3-game losing streak for the first time in 2 years, but trying to avoid losing 20-point leads in back-to-back home games. Shot clock at 9. 2 for 1 for the Celtics here. Lead down to 7 late in the third. Tatum, kick out. Pritchard, deep three, right side. No good. Rebound. Hauser's got it. He got bumped and has forced him to give it up to Christian Brown. Denver can make it a 2-possession game here. Ball in the hands of Jokic against Cornette. 22 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's the handoff, Jamal Murray. Murray gets to the low block. Fall away. Tough shot is good. That was the difference in the first half. Jamal Murray was a no-show. Now he's at a monster third quarter. He's up to 15 for the game. And Boston's 20-point lead is down to 5. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds to go in the third. Tatum operating slowly. 5 seconds to go. Moves to his left. Switches to the right hand. Bounce pass under the basket. Pump fake. Craig misses the layup, but he got fouled. The buzzer goes off, but they call the foul here, and Torrey Craig is going to get his first free throws as a Celtic at the buzzer here in the third quarter.
Well, they should have and won.
Yeah, he missed the layup.
Missed the layup, but he bumped him with the body. I wonder how guys always look over. I didn't foul him. I didn't hit him.
There was a clock malfunction after the foul was called. Review to see how much time should be on the game clock.
The review is on the game clock malfunction.
The Celtics lost 3 straight games in early March 2 years ago, almost 2 years to the day. They have not lost 3 in a row since. It's the longest streak in the NBA. They have not lost 3 games in regulation in a row since earlier in that season when they lost those home games to Orlando and Indiana right before Christmas in 2022. Celtics right now own the longest streaks.
The illegal contact occurs with 1.8 on the game clock. Well, 2 free throws coming with 1.8.
Josh Stevens said there is 1.8 on the clock. The Celtics haven't lost 3 games in a row instead of regulation. They own the longest streaks right now without a 3-game losing streak, a 4-game losing streak, and especially a 5-game losing streak. Celtics have gone over 10 years now without losing 5 in a row. Just trying to avoid the third here today, and Denver has made their run here in the third quarter. Torrey Craig calls out short of the free throw. He's right, but it bounces in. And his first Boston free throw ends up with a little leprechaun bounce.
Now, these are the games right now you think of, you lead by 20 or whatever you lead by. You say, okay, you can put these games to bed. You're going to put them to bed because you don't turn the ball over. Celtics turned the ball over too many times. Whoa.
Torrey Craig misses the second free throw. Rebound belongs to Denver, and Pickett will not get a shot away at the buzzer. He hit the rim for three-quarters court, but it came after the buzzer, and the Celtics in another mess of their own making. They led by 12 at the end of 1, 13 at halftime. Twice they have led by 20, but it's only 6 as we make the turn for home. End of 3 at the Garden in the battle of the last 2 NBA champions. Boston 83, Denver 77 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home, yes, cool, or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
TaxAct knows filing your small business taxes can be a nightmare, like the kind where you're being chased by a giant W-2 form, and you're running and running, but you can never reach the submit button. Or something like that. So, TaxAct offers Expert Assist with live tax experts to make filing taxes less scary. Now, you can just have pleasant dreams about being chased by other giant, non-threatening paperwork. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Gain Super Flings are here to take your laundry to the next level.
Talking about Gain Super Flings. Super-sized laundry packs. These things are huge. Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings laundry packs have 4 times the Oxy cleaning power and 3 times the Febreze freshness versus Gain Original Liquid.
Super fresh, super clean. Gain Super Flings.
Gain Super Flings for next level laundry.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Celtics make only 2 threes and commit 6 turnovers in that third quarter. And after that Mike Malone timeout, Denver hadn't scored in the quarter. They ended up with 29 in the quarter, a 29-14 run. And as a result, the Celtics, who once led by 20, in fact, twice led by 20 in this game, are only up by 6, 83-77 as we go to the fourth quarter. But the Celtics trying to avoid their first 3-game losing streak in 2 years and trying to do what Denver did to them last year, which was when defending the World Championship, swept them. That's what Denver did last year. It's the only team in that immaculate, near-perfect season, one of the greatest in NBA history, the only pebble in the Celtics' shoe, the only team they did not beat last year with the Denver Nuggets. This year they won the game in Denver in early January without Jokic. Today they're trying to beat Denver with Jokic, although these now are normally the minutes early in the fourth quarter. How will Denver do without him? The reason Denver swept the season series from the Celtics 2 years ago was because they won the non-Jokic minutes. And they've been pretty good in the non-Jokic minutes today.
Well, you think about what Jokic is doing, but I think you made the point you make again is about Murray. If Murray is playing that way, then it makes it very, very difficult for the Celtics really to do anything a lot different, like attacking the rim and all those things. Murray has been more of a shooter, a penetrator, getting things going.
9 points, 3 assists for Murray in the third quarter. We said with Joe Mazzulla before the game that Jamal Murray really was going to be the guy that determines it, because Jokic is going to be great every night. That's the difference in the game, was Jamal Murray showing up in the third quarter. 83-77, Boston by 6, and the ball. Celtics were on the road green. Going right to left here in this fourth quarter. Jaylen Brown catches off a curl. His 3 is off, wide right. Rebound Jamal Murray. Denver with the ball down 6. Their first possession of the fourth quarter. DeAndre Jordan out there with Porter, Murray, Brown, and Pickett. Remember, Strawther got hurt before. That's why Pickett is in there now. Jamal Murray down the left side. He's got to step on Jaylen Brown. Scoops and scores off the window. And Jamal Murray making it look easy right now. 11 in the second half. The 20-point Boston lead is down to 4. 83-79. Celtics lost a 22-point lead, which most of you know, Friday night here against Cleveland. Cada trying to get it to Derek White. Can't, so Jaylen Brown comes to get it. Celtics playing without Tatum now. Jaylen Brown, pump fake, goes back out to Derek White. He's made some big fourth-quarter shots this year, and he just made another one. Straightaway 3, pushes it to 7.
Defender just there. Just out of reach then as he released it.
Derek White, 4 of 8 from distance. All 12 of his points have come on threes. 86-79.
Got to get this ball to Murray again.
DeAndre Jordan hands to Jamal Murray. Steps in, got run into from behind by Pritchard. Fouls on the floor.
Now he's starting to feel so much more comfortable. And the thing about players, when they get confidence, you can see it.
What did I tell you was the mistake? That foul when they sent Murray to the free throw line. He saw the ball go through the basket a couple of times, and since then, he's been unstoppable. He is 5 of 6 since making those free throws. 86-79. Denver with the ball down 7. 10:42 to go. Christian Brown moving behind the Jordan screen. Hands back to Michael Porter. Return to Brown. Tough pass. Brown looks up. Sees 3 on the shot clock. He's going to have to take a crazy deep 3. Boulder, shot clock violation.
24-second violation. Celtics ball.
This is going to be the rebounder out there. Cada has to be the rebounder. More of a rebounder with the guys out on the floor. Or Brown's going to have to be the one.
Strawther is back on the bench for Denver, by the way, for whatever that is worth. How long do you keep Jokic out here? Celtics are +1 here in these minutes so far without Jokic, the first 90 seconds of the fourth quarter. And they've got the ball here up by 7, 10:20 to go. Derek White, deep on the right side. Pickett guarding him. White is going to shoot a deep 3 over him. It's going to come up short. Long rebound. Cada gets pinned by Pickett. Can't get to it, and it goes out of bounds. Celtics have cooled off as we expected they would. They said 50% three-point shooting, not sustainable. Celtics 4 of their last 12 from distance. Christian Brown turns the corner. Finds Jamal Murray. Murray steps to his left. Pump fake on Cada. Steps through. His 3 is no good. He's trying to get a foul. Didn't get it. Rebound deflected all the way out to Cada, who will run the floor and slam it with 2 hands.
And a foul.
Yeah, they got the foul. I'm not sure they did.
Did they?
Mike Malone got a timeout.
Oh.
That's what happened.
Gator screaming.
He
I
was
got
arguing
hit.
for it, but he didn't get the call. After Murray kind of got into him there at the end. 9:54 to go. Boston 88, Denver 79, and the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home, yes, cool, or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
TaxAct knows filing your small business taxes can be a nightmare, like the kind where you're being chased by a giant W-2 form, and you're running and running, but you can never reach the submit button. Or something like that. So, TaxAct offers Expert Assist with live tax experts to make filing taxes less scary. Now, you can just have pleasant dreams about being chased by other giant, non-threatening paperwork. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's time to start a healthy relationship with your money. With Navigant Credit Union, there are no hidden fees, great interest rates, and support that puts you first. Make the switch today. Navigant Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Jokic out of the game. Celtics push the lead to 9, 88-79 with 9:54 to go. At the Garden, sellout streak continues. Approaching 300 consecutive sold-out games here. Attendance brought to you as always by Ticketmaster. Join the crowd and excitement at a future Celtics game by ordering your tickets at Ticketmaster.com. You got a choice now with 5 games remaining on the homestand, continuing Wednesday night against the Portland Trailblazers. 10-second station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5, the Sports Hub. Easily Media Group Station.
Grady and Max, 19,000 of our closest friends here at TD Garden for the Sunday afternoon ABC game, which will be topped Saturday night when Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and the Los Angeles Lakers head in here for the Saturday night ABC game.
Well, you know, this time, you know, while we hope they're playing this time, last time they were in this building, they did not play him or Anthony didn't play in that game, and the Lakers won.
Lakers won. I feel confident.
Okay.
You will get a full complement on Saturday night.
Everybody? Both teams?
Everybody.
Okay.
9 points is the margin right now. Jamal Murray hot in the second half. Challenged by Jaylen Brown. Jaylen wants that smoke right now. Left-hand dribble. Murray turns the corner on him, drives, kick out. Pickett feels it, steps to his right. Tough three. Got it. And every bucket for Denver with Jokic out of the game is big, and Pickett knocks down the three there. His first shot attempt of the game. 88-82. Boston by 6. Jaylen Brown hands to Pritchard. Pritchard straight away against Christian Brown. Return to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen left-hand dribble looking for the opening. Has the ball knocked away. Jaylen turns it over. Bunch of turnovers here in the second half of the Celtics. Brown down the left side. Pritchard takes the paint away. Brown backs it out of the wing. Wanted to enter to DeAndre Jordan and realized that's not Jokic, that's Jordan. I'm going to find Jamal Murray. Murray puts that left shoulder into Pritchard. Spins back to his left. Falls away. Flips it up and in. Jamal Murray has been spectacular in the second half. 88-84.
Jamal Murray takeover.
Boston lead down to 4. It's as close as Denver has been since the opening minutes of the game. 8:45 to go. Derek White stops, throws out to Jaylen Brown. Awkward pass. Jaylen drives on Christian Brown. The wraparound pass. Cato reverses it up and in. 6 assists now for Jaylen Brown. 90-84.
That was a scary play. The timing wasn't good. Brown barely caught that ball.
Both teams shooting 47%. Three-point shooting is the never. Jamal Murray goes behind his back, lands in the paint, flips up, comes up short. Hauser deflects the rebound out to Pritchard. Lead for Jaylen Brown, return to Pritchard. Pritchard stops in the paint, throws out to the trailer. Hauser three.
Those are big baskets like that.
They've got 2 on the board. I don't know what ABC is telling you, but it's 93-84. They're going to double check it. Murray enters a Christian Brown. Hand up underneath DeAndre Jordan. Blocked from behind. Celtics just trying to foul and ended up blocking the shot. Tatum, lead for Derek White. Ahead to Jaylen Brown. Moves into the corner. Pritchard, up fakes. Drives around Jamal Murray. Puts it out the window and in quickly.
Wow. That happened quick. You play good defense, run back on the other end. Good things happen.
Timeout Mike Malone. They will sort out the Hauser shot. And the Celtics will lead either by 10 or 11 when we return. 7:41 to go. Boston 95, Denver 84 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home, yes, cool, or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Working hard is worth it if you're seeing results. And when it comes to working out, the same thing is true. You want the maximum benefit in the time you have. And that's exactly what Tonal is built for. And with their latest iteration, Tonal 2, you can ensure your workout is more tailored and effective than ever. Tonal's at-home strength training system uses adaptive weight to learn from your movement and set the optimal weight for every move, adjusting in 1-pound increments up to 250 pounds, challenging even the most advanced users to push their limits. You can also experience a full body burn with the new Aero HIT workouts, the perfect blend of heart-pumping cardio and strength. Plus, the new built-in Smart View leverages a high-resolution camera that lets you see yourself during your workout, analyzes your movement, and provides real-time coaching, just like a personal trainer. Right now, Tonal is offering our listeners $200 off your Tonal purchase with promo code 200TONAL. That's Tonal.com and use promo code 200TONAL for $200 off your purchase. That's Tonal.com. Promo code 200TONAL for $200 off.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Oh, the officials called the Hauser shot a 3. Back official changed it to a 2. They have confirmed that in Secaucus. So it is a 6-0 Boston run, not 7-0, but still a 10-point lead here. 94-84 Boston with 7:41 to go as we get closer and closer to both Jokic and Tatum returning for the duration.
Gotta get both those bigs back in the game, but right now you're playing with one of these situations where you want your players, your key players right now, to do what they need to do. Tacking around, being there quickly, and defending. And that's what you have to do. Jokic, as you said, now back in this game. Horford in the game. So now who's going to be your scorer? Taylor right now is going to be guarding Westbrook.
This is par for the course. Jokic has played 32 minutes. Denver's a -3. In the 10 minutes plus he was out, -7. This has been the same story, same song, over and over again. For Denver, they just can't win the non-Jokic minutes. And you put a ton of pressure on him, especially against good teams, on the road to be perfect.
That's what happened.
Minutes he plays.
When you had Jeff Green playing that second unit when they won the championship.
Brown, Westbrook, Anderson, Jokic. Horford in his back, handoff. Westbrook coming strong, scores off the window and the foul going to the left hand. And Westbrook is playing that role this year. It's not always going to be efficient. 12 points on 12 shots for Westbrook.
But what he does, and I'm watching Westbrook, he plays smart with the two veteran players. Westbrook doesn't have the skill set shooting the basketball, but still can attack as well as anybody.
Not a good free throw shooter, and he misses here. Rebounded by Jaylen Brown. 64% on the year. 94-86. Boston by 8 on the ball. 7:20 to go.
Now, when is Tatum coming back in this game?
Reasonable question. Tatum has played 32 minutes. So is Jokic. Jokic is in. Tatum is not. Jaylen Brown spins, feels contact, runs it up from the elbow. Will not go. But Jaylen Brown, and these are numbers that Cedric Maxwell will love. He has taken 11 shots, and he will get his 8th and 9th free throws of the afternoon.
This is not settling. You know, you can shoot, you can duck a ball, the analytics for the threes, and yes, when they go in, yes. But when you attack the rim and you get closer, the higher percentage shots to me are so much more effective, especially in the playoffs where the game starts to slow down. But you must make your free throws. Gosh, thought he was going to lead me right into that one.
He makes the first one. So you were asking before about Florida. Basketball Reference does playoff probabilities, assuming the Celtics are the 2 seed, which is a safe assumption. Right now, you have a better than a 70% chance of going to Florida in the first round. Jaylen Brown misses the second free throw, his first miss after 8 makes today. Boston by 9, 95-86, 7:05 to go. Jamal Murray spins on Pritchard, gets into the mid-block. Jamal Murray pounding it, steps to his right, flip shot, bounces in. Oh, he can't miss now.
Small. Too small in there. Pritchard, he just jumps over Pritchard.
15 in the second half for Jamal Murray, 95-88. Boston lead down to 7. 6:42 to go. Jaylen Brown moving to his right. You got to get Tatum back in now. Jaylen Brown bumping with Jamal Murray, turns, 12-footer, comes up short. He knew it. Jamal Murray has the rebound. Here come the Nuggets again. Up the left side, Derek White backpedaling. He's drawn the Jamal Murray assignment. Now Murray turns the corner, gets to the free throw line. Couple of pump fakes, step through, crazy scoop shot, no good. Rebound, Cada actually pulled it away from Pritchard to be safe. Celtics have a 5-on-4. Pritchard cross-court, Derek White open, but even more open is Al Horford, and his 3 will not go down. 2/3 of the way down. Rebounded the 13th for Jokic. Jokic, cross-court, Porter. Left side, drop back to Westbrook. They want to go to Jokic in the paint. He steps out, sends a back screen on Cada. Bounce pass for Jokic. He puts it off the window and in. That shot will not count. They're going to call the foul on Cada, but before the shot.
One of the things you're starting to see right now, they're bringing Luke back in this game. But another thing that happened then is maybe the fact that as Jokic gets in the lane, are we calling 3 seconds or not? That's what I'm screaming out. If I am a player over there.
No Aaron Gordon for Denver today, but again, the Celtics, as they did Friday night against the NBA best Cavs, who got a chance to go to 50-10 today. Playing without Horford, playing without Porzingis, Andrew Holiday. Jamal Murray penetrates, kicks out to Jokic. Straightaway 3 is good, and it's a 4-point game again.
Look at that big swing. The 3 to Al missed, that's a 6-point swing.
He's only taken 3 today, but he's made 2 of them. 18, 13, and 9 for Jokic. Derek White on the wing, 95-91. Boston by 4, 5:40 to go. Derek White moving to his left. Double team from Murray and Jokic. Enter the free throw line. Cornette turns. He attacks. Runs it up. No good. Foul by Porter. And 99 times out of 100, Luke Cornette kicks that ball out. This time he was determined to go.
Well, that's the difference when you don't have Porzingis. Porzingis punishes the defense. You watch the pick and roll. The Celtics are doing the pick and roll. And Denver isn't even reacting to the roll guy at all. When Porzingis is out there, you have to react to the roll guy because that roll guy is going to score. Luke Matlin, this is last 2 free throws, makes the first of 2.
2 years ago, almost to the day, Celtics went out to Cleveland. They lost that game to the Cavs in overtime. Remember, there was the Grant Williams with the free throws. I'm going to make him. He missed the free throws. They lost an overtime game to the Knicks following a big comeback win for the Brooklyn Nets here. It's the last time the Celtics lost 3 consecutive games 2 years ago. They're up by 6 here, trying to avoid that 3rd straight loss with 5:32 to go. Jamal Murray walks the dog all the way to half court. Derek White lets him do it. Clock rolling now. Murray switches on a Cornette till Derek White can get there. Now Murray turns the corner on Derek White. Steps through the double team, throws the bounce pass into the left corner for a Westbrook 3. It's an air ball, and the rebound belongs to Tatum. Westbrook 2 of 8 from 3. Jason Tatum moving slowly into the front court. Right side of the floor against Westbrook. Tatum puts it between his legs with the left-hand dribble, shovel pass deflected and stolen. Tatum turns it over again, but Derek White steps in front of Christian Brown and rips it right back. Back-to-back turnover. Celtics have it, leading by 6. Jaylen Brown against Christian Brown. Top of the circle. Jaylen will back it out. Derek White comes over, sets the screen. Jaylen Brown moves to his left, starts his drive on Jamal Murray, spins to his right, elevates, flips it up, does not get the bounce. Rebound is the 14th for Jokic. And he will bring it up the middle of the floor. Diagonals ahead of the right side for Porter. Stops, can't get past Horford, returns to Jokic.
Oh, look at Jokic being the quarterback.
Against Cornette. Jokic shoos him away. Here comes the double team. Jokic, cross court picked up by Horford. Celtics played that perfectly. 3-on-2. Horford gets in deep on Jokic, takes the paint away. And Horford gets knocked down. Jokic couldn't stop himself. Bumped into Horford and knocked him down. Third team foul on Denver. And that is the first foul committed today by Jokic in 35 minutes.
I love the way Jokic, I was watching this mind then. He was telling Porter, go to the other side. Find the open spot. I'll find you.
And the Celtics had to outthink Jokic because they had to stay one step ahead of him, knowing what Jokic was eventually going to do. And Horford got in the passing lane.
Now start playing the eyes of the quarterback.
Some big brains out there right now. Westbrook.
Look at that big brain on
Jokic, Horford, Tatum, Derek White. There's Derek White, right side. We're down to 4:15 to go. Derek White, stop and start. Gets to the mid-block. Lob for Cornet. Two-hand slam. He got in behind Jokic.
Finally, you found the roll guy that I've been talking about.
Cornet, 8 points. Some big ones here in the fourth quarter. Jokic, free throw line. Horford trying to hold his ground. Sends the pass out to Westbrook in the corner. Westbrook dribbles to the dotted line. Attacks, moves it to the left corner. Waiting, wide open Christian Brown for three. Jokic takes so much attention that Christian Brown is just feasting on it. He's got 24, and Denver is down by 5. Where would they be if they could knock down any of those open threes in the first half? 99-94 is the Boston lead. 3:32 to go. Derek White deep on the right side against Jokic. Left-hand dribble coming strong. Shut off at the mid-block. Keeps the dribble low. Going to bring it all the way back out. Shot clock down to 5. Derek White pull up on Jokic for three. Another big late fourth quarter three by Derek White. And another 5 3-pointer game for him. 102-94. Boston by 8. 3:09 to go. Murray spins. Horford waiting. So Murray steps back and knocks down a three from the wing. Jamal Murray has 18 in the second half. Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout.
Can't shake these guys at all. This time goes right back into position. Has his man that he wanted. Luke has his hands down. Shooter opens up, knocks it down.
Two champs are throwing haymakers at each other today.
Well, when your champs are playing with those two pieces that you love to have, and you don't have them defensively. I mean, what happens now? Defensively, so you don't have Drew Holiday, and the guard goes crazy. In the last game, a guard goes crazy. No Drew Holiday. So that's the thing that kind of hurts you when you don't have one of your key players.
No Aaron Gordon for Denver. No Holiday, no Porzingis. For the Celtics, who will get a true day off for the first time in a while tomorrow, and then it's back to 3 games in 4 nights. So the Celtics have that big ABC game Saturday night against the Lakers, but that'll be their 3rd game in 4 nights, even though they're at home. A back-to-back against the Blazers Wednesday, and the Blazers have been really good in the second half of the year. Great stuff from Shaedon Sharpe. We'll get a little Scoot Henderson sighting in here maybe Wednesday. Those two teams, by the way, are going to play Philadelphia and Portland tomorrow night in Philadelphia. And that Sixers, who finally got off the schneid with a win last night. Philadelphia 2.5 games behind Chicago. The Bulls are in no man's land right now. They look like they're going to be trapped in that 10th spot. They don't want to be in the play-in, but they're going to be. Because you know the Sixers don't want to be. Chicago's 2.5 games up. All right, out of the timeout. Boston by 5. We have 3 minutes to go right now if you're syncing up with ABC. Celtics lead 102-97. Derek White, right side of the floor. Jokic closest to him. It's a rough day for Tatum in a lot of ways. Rebounds are up, assists are up. His handle's not been great, though. He gets rid of it. Derek White, shot knocked down to 4. Derek White, another pull-up 3. Wide right, and the rebound for Porter. That one had a chance, even though he's off balance. Derek White, 5 of 11 from 3. Jamal Murray, bounce entry for Jokic. Denver trying to make it a one-possession game. Jokic zips the answer right through the hands of Westbrook, and he drops it out of bounds. They got that wrong. Sean Corbin has given his ball to Denver. I guarantee you the Celtics are going to challenge this if it's not overruled by Josh Tiven, which I think it's about to be.
I didn't touch it.
Yep. You don't need instant replay when you got a crew chief that saw it. That ball clearly went off Westbrook out of bounds.
Westbrook sure was looking at it. He said he didn't say a word. But you watching this pick and roll when Tatum gets the ball. He's going to no man's land. He's dribbling to the corner, and he's not being strong with the basketball.
Tatum does have 7 assists, but he's got 5 more turnovers today. Bad pass by Tatum, knocked away by Westbrook. His 6th turnover. Jokic, long lead pass. Christian Brown catches it, tiptoes the end line, reverses it up, blocked by Jaylen Brown. He comes back to get it. Tatum dribbling in a lot of traffic, got to pick that thing up, but Jokic fouled him. My goodness. Tatum had the world on his fingertips Friday night. He could do no wrong. Today,
the world is on his fingers. Wow.
Today it's like the whole world's on his back.
Man, this is kind of crazy because you look at it again. There's confidence in dribbling out of double teams. And right now, they're double teaming him. He's not making good reads.
Tatum against Jamal Murray. Step back, straightaway 3. Nope, back iron, no good. Rebound, Christian Brown. Denver with the ball down 5. 1:51 to go. Diagonal lead for Westbrook. Celtics back defensively. Hand up Michael Porter. Steps to his right. Crazy long 2 is no good. He was off balance. Not a good shot on a variety of levels. Rebound, Jaylen Brown. Celtics can run some more clock here with 1:39, 1:38, 1:37 to go, leading by 5. Jaylen Brown in the front court of Parquet Square behind the three-point line. Starts his drive on Murray. Stops. Loses him in the 13-footer. Comes up short. Rebound pinballed around. And eventually it's Murray that comes up with it to get another chance for Denver to make it a one-possession game. Here comes Murray. Up the left side. Al Horford in front of him. 1:18 to go. Murray ducks the shoulder. Gets in deep. Scoops and scores. No help in the paint. Jokic took the body on Cornette to create that room. 102-99. 8-3 run late for Denver. We're making a one-possession game. Could it end any other way? 108, 107, 106 to go. Jaylen Brown moving to his left. Jamal Murray in front of him. Not a lot of movement here from the Celtics offensively. Jaylen Brown drives, pulls up mid-block, flips it up, got blocked. Rebound, controlled by Derek White. He runs it up and in. Derek White, the shot clock didn't reset, so when he gobbled it up at the free throw line, he had to throw it back up towards the rim, and it bounces in. Clutch bucket, clutch bounce, clutch play by Derek White. Celtics by 5, 42 seconds to go. Jamal Murray, drive, flips it up for grabs, and Jaylen Brown deflects it free into the hands of Derek White. Lead for Jaylen. He attacks, hands to the trailer, and Al Horford lays it in. Timeout, Mike Malone. The Celtics make defensive plays. They turn a fast break into an opportunity, and they get a very friendly bounce from the rim to take a 7-point lead with 33 seconds to go.
Wow, that's what happens when you play good defense. Good things happen. Al comes in, gets his layup opportunity, but it's been more about now tightening up your defense just a little bit more. As you said, the fortuitous bounce. As what happens, White comes in, grabs his basketball, and just shoots it softly. So make the second or third time we've seen White do this with the shot clock running down in the last 3 or 4 games. Think of that Detroit play he made, shooting a 3 while the basketball was in the air, while he was in the air behind the three-point line.
If you're just joining us, I promise you we're going to get you out to St. Paul on our flagship station for the Bruins and the Wild. But what you missed today is the Celtics building another big lead, just as they did on Friday night. Twice they were up by 20, late in the second, early in the third, and then Denver got it going. The story was Jamal Murray. Jokic has been Jokic today, 18, 14, and 9, the same player he always is. But the difference in the first half and the second half was Jamal Murray. 4 in the first half, 20 in the second half for Jamal Murray as Denver came back over and over again, but they could not get any closer than 3. And the back-to-back buckets here for Derek White and Al Horford have made it a 7-point game, 106-99 with 33 seconds to go.
Well, they found their little mojo here by playing good defense. See if they can continue along that pace. I said Tatum was so sensational in that last game today, just pedestrian.
Westbrook will trigger the side of the bounds, trying to muscle it in. He does get it to Christian Brown. Celtics foul immediately, which was not the plan, but they were going for the loose ball.
Yeah, the foul to get though. One thing you don't want this game to be extended. Jason Tatum with 5 fouls.
Westbrook, I think, wants Denver to challenge that it should be a shooting foul. I'm telling you what Westbrook wants. We're discussing it. Officials are talking about it.
Cedric Maxwell wanted a bunch of toys for Christmas. He knew that wasn't going to happen.
Celtics went up 15 late in the third quarter, 82-67, with about 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Why am I mentioning that, you know? Because those are the last points Jason Tatum has scored in this game. He does have 11 rebounds, 7 assists, but Jason Tatum with 46 on Friday. 4 of 15 today. But the Celtics are 31 and change away from avoiding their first 3-game losing streak in 2 years. And doing what the Nuggets did to them, which is sweep them as the defending champions.
Watch out for Porter here.
Or listen. Westbrook inbound for Jamal Murray. Horford. Got Murray a lot here. Right hand dribble behind his back. Murray pull up, elbow jumper, swish. A brilliant second half for Jamal Murray. He's got 22. 5-point margin. Derek White gets it away to Jason Tatum. Race to the front court before he can get the lead to Horford, who scoops it up and in. Porter fouled him on the floor. Stopping the clock with 20.9 to go.
But here's one thing that happened good. Although Murray scored, he didn't score a 3. And you allow them only to get 2. And you go down now. If you just knock down free throws, every time they knock down free throw, get down 2, the math is not going to work for them with 20.9 seconds to go. They did tell me math wasn't going to be involved in this when I first got this job.
Is that true?
They lied.
So Jason Tatum, who has not scored since late in the third quarter, hits the first free throw here. 15 points in his final game as a 26-year-old.
You don't want to forget this one.
He will finish 6th on the NBA's all-time scoring list. 4th in wins, 4th in playoff wins, 1st in threes for a player that age. He gets the free throws here. Last chance for Denver, down by 7, 18 seconds to go. Jamal Murray needed the complete game from him today, didn't get it. Needed him in the first half. Jamal Murray bobbles his dribble, enters to Jokic, who flips it up and in. Inbound comes to Al Horford. Westbrook gives the foul. 20-14-9 for Jokic. Celtics are going to sweep the season series from the Denver Nuggets.
You got fortunate in this game. You were way ahead. You were playing really well. And all of a sudden, you took your foot off the gas again.
Denver going to fall to 10 games behind OKC. And Denver is second in the Western Conference. A 10-game gap.
Wow.
Celtics will move to within 7 games for the moment of the Cleveland Cavaliers, who have a chance to become the 12th team in NBA history to start 50-10 as Horford gets the first free throw. The Celtics had never done that, believe it or not. Of all the things the Celtics have done, never started a season 50-10. As the Cavs can do today, they are facing Portland next, and then Portland will go to Philadelphia on the back-to-back, and then the Blazers are next for the Celtics here on Wednesday. Horford gets the free throws. Final 7 seconds. Jamal Murray into the front court. Steps to his left. Off balance 3 is no good. The rebound belongs, appropriately enough, in the hands of Derek White. And we are done at the Garden. It got a little dicey. Celtics 20-point lead got whittled down to 3 late. But the Celtics survive and they avoid their first 3-game losing streak of the year. The final score, Boston 110, Denver 103. The Celtics sweep the Nuggets. Back with more on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
You turned your dating app for pets into a business, which just turned over its first billion. You turned around the fortunes of a failing football club. Politely turned down a Nobel Peace Prize. And turned up on Mars in your own reusable rocket. All while struggling to turn on the dishwasher. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover business development titles on Audible.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Etsy is here with some New Year inspiration. You can refresh your home with linen bedding under $150 and handmade jackets under $100 from small shops. For home and style finds to help you start fresh, Etsy has it.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. With Downy Unstoppables, you just toss, wash, wow, for all-day freshness.
Hey, not to be dramatic, but you should smell this. It smells so good.
Whoa, that's quite the reaction to mixing and matching Gain scents. Let's hear another from Ashley, who mixed Gain products and went,
I'm so excited.
yes, you are. What about you, Isaiah?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and Emily summed it up like so.
It is just chef's kiss.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Mix, match, more happy with Gain.
You manage your business, we'll manage your finances. With Navigant Credit Union's cash management services, you'll boost efficiency and enhance performance. From collections to disbursements, it's the expertise you didn't know you needed. Try Navigant Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA.
For the ones who get it done, the most important part is the one you need now. And the best partner is the one who can deliver. That's why millions of maintenance and repair pros trust Grainger, because we have professional-grade supplies for every industry, even hard-to-find products. And we have same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. But most importantly, we have an unwavering commitment to help keep you up and running. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Celtics avoid their first three-game losing streak of the year. They hold on to beat Denver this afternoon, 110-103. Celtics basketball presented by Amica Insurance. At Amica, they build a game plan with you in mind. Visit Amica.com today to learn more about Amica's award-winning customer service. Celtics win it. They go to 43-18 on the year. We'll wrap it next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, it's Dennis Quaid here. There's a pressing issue that still needs attention: the state of our retirement savings. We're dealing with $36 trillion in debt, and the interest on that debt is now greater than our entire defense budget for the first time in history. And with global tension still high, it's more important than ever to help secure your financial future. That's why I partnered with a great company, Goldco, who is offering you a free copy of their Gold and Silver Kit. The kit contains vital information to help you navigate the current economic landscape and offers strategies to help you protect your life savings. Get a free Gold and Silver Kit to get the facts and make a decision that's right for you and your family by calling 855-GOLD-IRA. You may even qualify for free bonus silver plus a free Ronald Reagan silver coin. Call 855-GOLD-IRA. That's 855-GOLD-IRA.
Angel Reese en McDonald's tiene McDonald's participantes por tiempo limitado.
This is the story of the one. He's responsible for keeping a leading healthcare facility clean and safe. And he trusts Grainger's high-quality HVAC cleaning and safety products, combined with their world-class supply chain, to consistently deliver, ensuring he's covered inside and out, so he can focus on keeping his facility clean to help protect the health of everyone inside. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Jaylen Brown moving to his left, Jamal Murray in front of him. Not a lot of movement here from the Celtics offensively. Jaylen Brown drives, pulls up mid-block, flips it up, got blocked, rebound, controlled by Derek White. He runs it up and in. Derek White, the shot clock didn't reset, so when he gobbled it up at the free throw line, he had to throw it back up towards the rim, and it bounces in. Derek White, 8 points in the fourth quarter. They were all big as the Celtics survive. The Denver comeback, they beat the Nuggets 110-103. Our Bosch Power Tools, hardest working player of the game, engineered for efficiency, comfort, and ease. Bosch Power Tools, built to keep workers going at full strength. Bosch Power Tools, what hard workers deserve. It was a strange game for Jason Tatum. 16 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, but he also had 6 turnovers, struggled with his handle, struggled shooting the ball. Derek White made the big plays. I thought Jaylen Brown was great. We talked about it all day, getting to the free throw line. But Al Horford today, If you enter a game like this and you say Jokic is going to outscore Al Horford by a single point, you know the Celtics are going to be in great shape.
Yeah, the Celtics are going to be in great shape. The thing you talked about in this game, though, was Murray. Murray, early in the basketball game, couldn't get anything going. Then finally got a free throw, and then he was off to the races. He started knocking down shots. Brown was good knocking down shots. But as you said, Derek White still comes through over and over again. Biggest play of the game, shot clock going down. Celtics had one that bounced off the rim, and Derek catches it. Didn't even bounce off the rim, but was just errant in the air. Derek throws it up, goes in, and Celtics win the game.
Stop me if you've heard this one before. Jokic this afternoon, 39 minutes and 23 seconds. Celtics and Nuggets, dead even. They played just 8 minutes and 37 seconds without him. They got outscored by 7, and that's the ball.
Well, Jokic is that dude, but, we talked about the guys you don't have and the guys you do have. Here, Sean, let's point something out. This grade going now. I love this. Have a player coming out, back on the floor, and shoot. This is something that is amazing to me. I love to see this. I didn't play well. There's something I need to do. I love this kind of stuff.
The Celtics will continue the homestand. We're going to rush out of here because we're going to get to the Bruins and the Minnesota Wild in St. Paul this afternoon. But the danger, if you want to call it that, of all of these mega high-profile national TV title contender games is that there are games in between. The Utah Jazz will be here a week from tomorrow. Philadelphia 76ers, even though that's a national TV game on TNT Thursday night. On paper, the Portland Trail Blazers don't come in with a lot of sex appeal. They're going to miss the play-in tournament again. They're going to be back in the lottery this year. But if you're a hardcore NBA fan, you know that the Blazers have really turned the ship around. They've been good, better than 500 over the last 4 to 6 weeks. They are young. They are athletic. And as we saw with Detroit the other night, when you start winning games, you develop a taste for it. You start believing you're going to win. The only problem they have is the schedule. Third game in 4 nights. They're in Cleveland. The game that's starting now, they are in Philadelphia tomorrow, and then they'll be here on Wednesday night. They're tough.
Chauncey is a guy who has them playing hard, has them playing well, and they are aggressive.
All right, regular game time on Wednesday night, 7 o'clock start, and it's 7:30. Third game of the 7-game homestand, Celtics against the Portland Trail Blazers. The Celtics extend their streak to 129 games without losing 3 in a row. They survived the Denver Nuggets today by a final of 110 to 103. Jason Tatum's 27th birthday tomorrow. The numbers are extraordinary for him. And the debut of Celtic City on HBO tomorrow night. The first of the 9-part documentary will air. We will talk to you back here on Wednesday night. In the meantime, before the Bruins and the Wild, let's talk to Matt McCarthy.
All right, guys. Celtics out-rebounded Jokic and the Nuggets by 8. When they rebound, they win. And that's today's Connection of the Game, powered by Comcast Business. With an advanced network, cybersecurity solutions, and trusted partnership, Comcast Business powers more businesses than anyone. Call or visit ComcastBusiness.com today. Celtics win 110-103. We'll wrap it next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics radio network.
TaxAct knows filing your small business taxes can be a nightmare, like the kind where you're being chased by a giant W-2 form, and you're running and running, but you can never reach the submit button. Or something like that. So, TaxAct offers expert assist with live tax experts to make filing taxes less scary. Now, you can just have pleasant dreams about being chased by other giant, non-threatening paperwork. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
Save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile and get fiber-powered internet at home and unbeatable 5G reliability on the go. So whether you're playing a game at home, yes, cool, or attending one live, you can do more without spending more. Learn how to save at cox.com/internet. Cox Internet is connected to the premises via coaxial cable. Cox Mobile runs on the network with unbeatable 5G reliability as measured by Ookla LLC in the U.S. 2H 2023. Results may vary, not an endorsement. Other restrictions apply.
This is the story of the one. As a quality technician in a food processing center, she knows that making the right call is the best way to avoid a recall. That's why she trusts Grainger's world-class supply chain to deliver the high-quality supplies she needs to help keep her production line, her equipment, and her customers happy and healthy. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Warning! Inflation is back on the rise. The national debt is spiraling out of control. The stock market has been at an all-time high, and wars continue to rage across the globe. Will you sit on the sidelines and wait, or will you take action today to help protect your hard-earned retirement savings? Get your free gold and silver kit from the top-rated precious metals company, Goldco. You could even receive up to a 10% instant match on bonus silver for qualified accounts. Call 855-GOLD-IRA. That's 855-GOLD-IRA.
Here in America, work is in trouble. We've offshored our manufacturing, sent away good jobs, and lost so much ability to make things. American Giant is a company that's pushing back against this tide. They make high-quality clothing, sweatshirts, jeans, dresses, jackets, and so much more, right here in the USA. Visit American-Giant.com and get 20% off your first order when you use code STAPLE20 at checkout. That's 20% off your first order at American-Giant.com, promo code STAPLE20.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Jamal Murray, drive, flips it up for grabs, and Jaylen Brown deflects it free into the hands of Derek White. Lead for Jaylen. He attacks, hands to the trailer, and Al Horford lays it in. Timeout, Mike Malone. The Celtics make defensive plays. They turn a fast break into an opportunity, and they get a very friendly bounce from the rim.
A fast pace, a break bucket for Al Horford to put this game away. That's our Lexus amazing play of the game, brought to you by the Lexus TX. Whether you're the passenger princess, a new set of twins, or even the family dog, everyone travels in luxurious comfort in the Lexus TX. Celtics hold on. They beat Denver 110-103. Thank you to our producer, Matt Stenberg, our engineer, Dennis Knudsen. The executive producer of Celtics basketball is Jeremy Conley. For Sean Grandy and Cedric Maxwell, I'm Matt McCarthy. The Boston Bruins and the Minnesota Wild are up next on our flagship station, 98.5 The Sports Hub. This has been a presentation of the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network. So long, everybody.
This is Boston Celtics basketball.
Jaylen forces it up over C. No! He tied it! He did it! Jaylen Brown from the corner with 5.6 to go. Kick out, open. Tatum steps to his left, three in the air. Got it!
Big boy, step up at the right time, man.
The Celtics are brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Amica Insurance, your New England Ford dealers, Cambridge Savings Bank, Shaw's and Star Market, Bosch Tools, and by Ticketmaster.
Pritchard shovel back to Porzingis. Having a trail three. Got it! Boston by 14. Kyrie forces one out, blocked by Porzingis again. Pritchard, half court. It's in the air.
Go!
He got it! He did it again! Peyton Pritchard did it again!
Also brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank, VA New England, your Eastern Region Lexus dealers, Brex, Corona, Town Fair Tire, Kia North Danvers, Comcast Business, FindMassMoney.gov, NetSuite by Oracle, your New England Honda dealers, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Confetti guns shooting green and white confetti and making the most beautiful blizzard you have ever seen. The Boston Celtics are world champions for the 18th time.
Celtics basketball is a presentation of the 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network. From the Town Fair Tire Studios, this is Boston's home for sports. WBZ-FM at HD Boston 98.5 The Sports Hub. Station.
Celtics pick up a win over the Denver Nuggets, 110-103, the final. Big game for Al Horford, 19 points, 8 rebounds. Jason Tatum, 16 and 11, a double-double for him. Jaylen Brown with 22 points to lead the way for Boston as the Celtics improve to 42 and 18 on the year. It's Matt McCarthy in our Town Fair Tire Studios. A busy day in Boston sports. We now turn our attention to the Boston Bruins, who are in Minnesota against the Wild. Puck drop about to come your way from Minneapolis, St. Paul. Brad Marchand out after suffering an upper body injury against the Pittsburgh Penguins yesterday. Ryan Johnston and Bob Beers are standing by for the call of this one as the Bruins, who broke a 5-game losing streak yesterday, look to get back in the win column today and put it 2 in a row for the Bruins. We now hand things off to Ryan Johnston and Bob Beers live in Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Nicely done on the national anthem. We get set for the Bruins and the Minnesota Wild. Let's take a look at our starting lineups here this afternoon. In goal for Minnesota is Philip Gustafsson. On defense, pairing of Jake Middleton and Brock Faber. And up front, newly acquired Gustav Nyquist, Marco Rossi, and Matt Boldy. For the Bruins, they'll start Jeremy Swayman in goal with Mason Laurie and Andrew Peak on defense. And up front is Morgan Geekie, Pavel Zacha, and David Pastrnak. Starting lineups are brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SportsHub. That's code SportsHub for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
First 5 minutes of today's game presented by your New England Ford dealers. Today's New England Ford dealers' first 5 contestant of the game is Bruce Duran of Leicester, Massachusetts. If the Bruins score in the first 5 minutes, Bruce will win a pair of tickets to a future Bruins game courtesy of the New England Ford dealers. Enter the contest at 985thesportshub.com. Bruins in the road white sweaters, white helmets, black pants will go from left to right here in the first period. Minnesota in green from head to toe with white across the shoulders, white numbers trimmed in yellow as the puck gets played into the Bruins zone right away by Matt Boldy. It'll be brought around behind the net. Turning out of the corner was Andrew Peak in front of the net to Lohrei, and now onto the left side for Pasternak. Long pass through neutral ice, hit the back of the skate of Morgan Geekie. That tangled up in front of the Minnesota bench. It'll come back toward the Boston zone. Peak played it back into the neutral ice. Boldy takes away there, and he'll send it back toward his own zone for Jake Middleton. Pass through the neutral ice will be sent into the Boston end by Rossi. Peak goes back to retrieve and dealt it into a far corner for Brandon Carlo. Out into the neutral zone, again controlled by the Wild as they'll come back into the Boston zone. Johansson played it on to Zuccarello. His shot forced wide of the net by Merkulov. Merkulov able to poke check the puck out of the zone just across the blue line. Quickly back in comes Johansson along the near side boards, and around the boards it goes, and Merkulov again gets the clear. This one will trickle down into Minnesota territory.
He got 2 clears. The first one, though, he's trying to get that pass into the middle, and it got picked off, so Minnesota trying to reload and come right back at the Bruins. Bruins defending it well.
Declan Chisholm's pass through the neutral ice. Finds instead Nikita Zadorov. His pass across the ice looking for Patra got picked off, and the Wild will reset. Here's Gauntz up the right wing side. Played it in behind the net. Swayman steers it back toward that far corner. Zadorov got a piece of it. It comes back in his direction as Marcus Foligno went for the big hit. Helped force the turnover, but Patra comes with the puck away from the side of the net.
Foligno's a big guy. He can, physical guy. He took on Zadorov up there with a pretty good hit.
Puck directed down into Minnesota territory by Justin Brazeau. Kepke in on the forecheck. John Merrill will settle behind the Wild net. Just about 2 minutes into this first period. Neither team with a shot on goal so far. Merrill with a pass up the left wing side. Yakov Trenin into the Boston zone. Collision in the near corner with Mitchell involved for the Bruins. And they'll get the puck back out into the neutral ice, but right over to Middleton. Wild looking to come back. Kastelik picks one off just outside the Minnesota line and gets a shot in on Gustafsson, who makes the blocker save. Puck will angle back toward the Boston zone. Zacha had just come on from the bench. He plays it from there. Up the near wall. It's picked off in the neutral ice by Middleton, and right back into Boston territory it comes. Parker Wotherspoon goes behind Swayman. Brings it toward the near side with a pass for Mitchell. Tapped ahead by Geekie. But again, the Wild control. Middleton off the near boards. Sent by Rossi into the neutral ice. Dump in by Peak. Gets it back into Minnesota territory. Middleton at the back of his own net.